Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to our first evening of Don't Make Us Bored. This is going to be pretty dang fun, okay? We're working together. We're doing our best to make everything work. Is it going to work? I don't know. But we'll find out rather soon, you know? Polyhead, I'm going to try to not make you bored. And NPC, thank you so much for resubscribing. And you too, Fyzzu. Wait, Fyzzu, you're supposed to be on stream. Where are you? Where are you? Well, do expect this is our first week having Don't Make Us Bored. The show title for tonight, Brains Over Beauty, and don't worry, you're going to see a little bit of why that is true with the game Smart Boy coming up soon for, you know, good old Fyzzu's going to be playing that. Actually, I want to hop on over. You know, we can chat as you're getting ready, Fyzzu. That's completely cool if you're around.
Oh, I'm definitely around. I'm hurling insults in chat right now.
Well, that's not nice.
They probably deserve it. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited for this. This is going to be... I don't know. This is going to be an experience. Like, I've put, like, I don't know how many hours onto this over the last few days. But, yeah, I've been putting a lot.
Yeah, I know you've been doing quite a lot to do with this, both over the past few days and just generally arranging it and trying to plan it out over the past few weeks.
Yeah, which, mind you, it still is a joy. I love making graphics. Like, I'm really happy with how this title screen looks right here. I'm happy.
I really like that logo. It kind of evokes sort of the old kind of 80s game shows to me. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but that's what I kind of...
A little bit, yeah. Oh, well...
In that case, success.
Just so people know who are coming and stopping by, this show specifically is about having people play games and keep us entertained. They can be speedruns, they can be showcases, which I believe is what you're doing, Fyzzu.
Yep.
And the one rule is to not make us bored, because if you do, then we're gonna play a gong sound. Yeah, I know, so inspired. Okay, absolutely has never been done before.
I want to point out I'm not really involved with this heavily behind the scenes. This is Brossentia and Corndan's babe. It's just I think Corndan is doing some last-minute tech support stuff at the moment, so I think Brosentia's decided to let me come and bother you all for a little bit.
Yeah. Except my gong's not working. Why is my gong not working?
Oh no!
Come on, gong.
Well, I mean, I had the stream muted, so I wouldn't be able to hear it anyway.
Oh, wait, I know why.
I'll have to go and watch the VOD. So that...
Okay, it worked there.
I'm sorry I missed it. I'm going to have to go and watch the VOD so that I can hear you gong me off.
Yeah, bam! I gong you. That's what I do, Fyzzu. Gong, bam! I'm having so much fun, okay? Let me just tell you.
Have you been looking forward to this, especially having seen your lineup for tonight and gotten? I know you haven't seen everything, but I know that we had to give you an idea of what you've gotten.
Yeah, I would actually be surprised if we use the gong tonight, but I'm gonna do it right now a bunch.
Chat, should I be happy I can't hear this?
You probably should be.
What should we be listening to?
This! My gong.
All I'm hearing is Brosentia's maniacal laughter, but
yeah, the same
really,
here.
that's okay as well.
That's about all you need to hear.
I'm trying to remember what I was finishing setting up.
The game.
I know the game.
You know the game. Well, okay. I love that we have the Windows ME theme playing on stream right now.
Well, because why not?
I'm so glad that I went and got some Windows music.
Wait, sorry. Windows ME has a theme?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Apparently not. I'm gonna have to listen to the stream for a second.
Well, yeah, if you do, you're gonna hear this too.
Okay, that's quite a good gong sound.
I know, I like it. Just so everybody knows, pretty much the name of the stream is the rule of the game. Don't make us bored. As long as we're not bored, you're probably gonna keep going. So I'm trying to think. Honestly, looking at the list tonight and
There's a lot of good stuff on here.
Yeah, there's good stuff. The first one is going to be a showcase. We're definitely not going to see a speedrun unless you're really good at this, Fyzzu.
No, it's definitely going to be a showcase, if only because you need to see all of the little intro cutscenes, and I want to get some guesses going from you and Corndan, and possibly even chat as to what's about to happen in some cases.
Well, I have seen the game before, so I really I'm biased.
I've seen
That's
parts of
true.
it. Yeah, as Chad is saying, it's by the makers of Pears and Grey Witch.
It is probably their best game.
Well, they did release a new one a month ago, which I haven't played yet. That may take the title of best game. I'll find out when I inevitably buy it, and possibly show it off at some point in the future if Don't Make Up.
Fyzzu,
That's fair.
We need you to stream. You're up in 2 minutes.
I am fully ready to start streaming. I just don't particularly want all of it coming right through right now.
Sorry, you cut
what?
out
I'll
just
do it
a
now.
little bit there.
I will do it now.
You need to do it now.
Yeah, do it.
I will also change myself over to voice activity because I actually need to push buttons and I can't use push to talk.
Oh yeah. So we are just getting the last couple things ready in order to do this wonderful, amazing, whatever the crap this is.
I don't even know what it is, if it's wonderful or amazing, but we're doing it, and it's going to be great.
It is both and all of these things.
I would agree with that.
True. How do I capture this? Like this? Nope. Like so. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, don't worry, we'll have it soon.
I will apologize. I'm going to be coughing and sniffling a bit because I'm kind of getting over the tail end of a cold at the moment.
Oh no.
So apologies for anyone who's bothered by that, but hopefully the game will more than make up for it.
It might.
It will more than make up for it, for sure.
I'm going to have faith in everybody that you're correct here.
Are you going to have firm belief?
Sure.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going to say what I was about to say. That would get me in trouble.
No, you're not.
Don't you dare, bro.
I won't. I said I won't, so I won't. Okay, let me see what this looks like. Okay, we're almost ready to show off the beautiful, wonderful video game that you have assured me is actually a video game.
It is. It is not only a video game; it is many video games, as you will find out. And I have alt-tabbed away from it as quickly as possible so that everyone will see the beautiful title screen and intro music. You know, once it's actually captured and ready to go.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I need to do that. Okay. We're close, Fyzzu. Don't go anywhere.
I wasn't planning on.
Well, good.
I am hoping that my internet is going to cooperate and let me stream. It should.
If not, it will still be a train wreck, which will be amazing.
Yeah, I'm all for ridiculous train wrecks.
Same. Choo-choo. Choo-choo your face.
It is
Fyzzu.
It is very nice to see all of you in chat once again. It's been a while.
Yeah. It's been
A long
little
time.
bit, but You know, I know that you've been busy. I'm just really happy that you're here to give us a game.
Well, this was kind of something that I could do with next to no preparation, except for kind of testing Discord streaming, which is how we're doing it, because that means there's a lot less delay.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a very new way for us to do anything here, and I'm excited to see how it all works out.
Yeah, that does also mean, of course, that things will break, but that's also probably why I'm up first, because if things break, then you can just blame me, and also nobody cares.
Aw, what if I care?
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
JK, you nerd. Thinking that I care.
My hopes dashed once and forevermore.
Yeah, why would you think he cares?
Considering the sort of thing that he has put me through over the past few years, I really shouldn't.
So I wonder, Fyzzu, is there any audio playing in your game right now?
There is not.
Okay, that's okay.
If you want me to start the audio playing, I can, but
A little
for
bit,
the
yeah.
purposes of the audience, I want them to be able to hear it from the start, so I may restart the game at that point, if that's all right.
Fine.
Sure. Oh, that sounds good.
Does
can't
that
wait
sound
for
okay
the-
to you?
Yeah, it sounds good. I can't wait for them to see the background for that.
Oh, I love the background for that. Sorry, I alt-tabbed away from the game for a moment there.
Oh, it's all good.
So, if you've got the audio set up, then I'll quit out of that and I'll restart it again. I think that'll work.
Yeah, I've
hopefully.
got the audio. Fine. Okay, I'll go ahead and go back to our between game scene. Go ahead, restart it. It sounds smart. It's basically all I've got to say about that.
I am restarting it right at this very moment. There we go.
Oh,
It should
good.
be up and running. As soon as you let me know that where we're going.
You do have pop-ups for Steam, just FYI.
Offline on Steam, that will only be kind of a one-off pop-up at the very beginning.
All right. I think we're ready.
At least I should be offline on Steam. I am offline on Steam. We're safe. Are you sure we're ready?
Yeah,
Well,
you get
I
10
mean-
minutes until we can decide if we're bored or not.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Count me
Hello,
down when
everybody.
you want.
you can start whenever you like. I've opened up the game, and if people can see this right now, they can see Smart Boy at the front of the screen, and they can see a man gyrating in the back of the screen next to the school.
He's so happy.
That is, according to the Steam page, that is the sinister teacher who is setting up Smart Boy with all of these tasks.
Wow.
I would be that happy if I was setting someone up for failure, just like Smart Boy is.
Same.
Well, we've got a lot to go through here, because Smart Boy is divided up between 15 different minigames, all of which have 3 different difficulty levels. I'm going to be showing off every level, unless I get gonged off. I'm not going to be showing off every difficulty level, just the very fun ones. So we'll start off, we'll go through them in order. So the very first level, we have an office setting of some sort. Let's
Ooh.
see what we've got. So we've got a basic classroom. And our instructions are, if the answer is an odd number, press enter. We have to get 5 of these.
Okay.
6 minus 14, that's not an odd number. 11 minus 12, that's probably an odd number. We'll stand up for that. 4, no, that's not. 15 minus 1, no. 14 plus 14 is definitely not an odd number.
Do we get just like a whole bunch of odd,
Oh, you did a good job.
Victory, I passed. I am the smart boy.
That's true.
We can ramp up the difficulty of that. It gets a little bit more complicated. And we'll do this just because I can also show you what the failure state looks like. Don't worry, the games get more interesting than this, and markedly more insane as well.
I'm sure they do.
Ready?
So once again, if the answer is an odd number, press enter. Our goal is 15 this time. And now we have 6 minus 18 plus 16 minus 3.
Oh, okay. Well, that was odd.
IQ equals 0. Chat, I want you to remember that. IQ equals 0. That is very, very true of me.
Oh, no.
You know what? That's a boring one. So let's look at this one. Basketball. This is going to be doubtless more entertaining.
I hope so.
In theory.
In theory. I know you can gong me off at any moment in about 8 minutes. See that basketball hoop yet? Press enter to control the intensity.
Go.
So with this one, we don't actually have a timer. We just need to make 5 baskets in a row. And if you see that pot plant on the left of the screen, that's actually our power meter. We kind of need to inch it forward, and we fling the basketball. And this is a magical variant of basketball, where as long as it hits the backboard, that counts as a basket.
Whee!
So we are doing
it
really,
just
really
has to
well.
hit the backboard? That's all?
It only has to hit the backboard. This is a very odd variant of basketball.
That's
that one, I
convenient.
think, actually went through the hoop. I'm impressed.
Ooh.
That is very, very weird throwing form for basketball, I think. I'm not an expert, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone attempt to score a basket by
If you're
throwing it.
if you're gonna set up for like, 3/4 shots, all right,
guess.
maybe.
So we'll move on to level 2 of this one because it gets a bit more interesting. Once again, we just need to throw the basket in. We've only got a goal of 4 this time as well, so it's easier. Just watch the plant pots on the left.
Okay.
Yeah, it moves a little bit faster this time.
Okay, a little bit, yeah. Whoa! There goes the basketball.
Wait, you're telling me this whole time you could be throwing basketballs over buildings?
Go.
Well, let's see just how far we can throw this. If I just hold this down for, and the pot plant just kind of disappears into, it's faded into the school, and we'll just keep going with this. Just
Okay.
keep holding on, and we'll see if we can get this basketball into near-Earth orbit. Let's find out.
Woo!
Is it going to come down?
No,
No.
I'm guessing no.
we did it.
No. We have succeeded. Unfortunately, this isn't Kerbal Space Program. So with that in mind,
Better
what
than
do
the
the two of you,
NBA, let me just say.
what do the two of you think the third stage is going to be like?
Just a really fast plant?
Is that what you think?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think you're gonna go get tackled by the teacher because he's pissed off at your shenanigans.
Okay. I would approve
That would
of
be
that.
excellent. And you see, Brossentia is half right. We have a ludicrously fast plant.
What?
But yeah, that wasn't far enough.
Oh
So
no.
now we're playing on Jupiter.
Effectively, yeah. From what I've figured out of this one, the plant is of absolutely no consequence to this. You basically need to hold it for roughly an 8 count. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
And you know what?
Hey.
I'm just going to call that a victory right there. And we'll move on to the next stage instead. The next stage is football or soccer for Americans, if you prefer. And the toilet in the bottom right is kind of the quick thing. This one, I'm going to have to adjust my microphone slightly because this uses a control on the keyboard that is not enter. This is pretty much a one-button control game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Please select a correct button on the keyboard.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, neither did I at first. So,
Go.
the teacher will kick the ball. I need to press the number of the corresponding student to kick the ball back down. And if we get to 5, which we did, the ball rockets off at max speed towards the left and bowls over the teacher.
Oh, he's
so
dead.
Pass. And I really, really hope that everyone is making that. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but the kind of thrusting arms in the air motion every time I succeed in this game. So if we move on a little bit further, stage 2 of this one is a bit more complicated. If I skip the sequence, please choose a button in the reverse order. So in this case, instead of pressing 1, I'd need to press 0. Instead of pressing 2, I would need to press 9, and so on and so forth. And this one really messes with my head.
Yeah, I could see that.
Honestly, this one is difficult enough anyway, because you're kind of looking at the screen and trying to have your fingers on the right keys at the right time as well, and talking while doing this is exceptionally difficult.
Doing it.
Hey, you got it.
And we did it. The third variant of this is much worse.
What is this? Yeah, you haven't cleared it from what I saw there.
If 1 corresponds to 5, then which button should you press?
It's one of these.
The answer is, I don't know.
You should press 5.
I don't know if it means if the button 1 corresponds to player 5, or if it means if the first player is button 5, or what.
Go.
And we have far less time as well.
Oh no!
So, okay,
That
it
was
wasn't
not
that.
it.
IQ equals 0.
Well, which one did you push?
I honestly can't remember.
I would have
kinda
pushed
pushed one at
6.
random.
I would have pushed 6. You push one at random. Well, you're never going to be a soccer player if you push one at random.
Well, look, if you just
All-
go
all I-
pushing people at random, you're gonna go to jail.
If I just go pushing people at random and then pretending I fall over, I will become a world-class soccer player. We are going for the library next. Course 4.
Okay.
Now, what horrors could we have in the library?
People whispering.
Ready?
1 is blue, 2 is green, 3 is red, 4 is yellow. Make sure the number of times the correct button is pressed matches the number of books in the corresponding color. This is really, really easy and really boring, I'm afraid. This one bores even me. So that's 4 yellow books, 3 green books.
They're blue.
Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red books.
And the other one's
Yeah.
not yellow.
Ready?
I agree with you, but that's boring, so we're not going to do that. That one doesn't get much more difficult as it goes on. You just get more books. So here we have another football-based one.
Yay, football.
It's kind of hard to believe that this is from the same developer as Pears and Grey Witch, because this is actually a competent game.
It's not hard to believe.
Well,
Run.
you
Do
say
not be
competent.
seen.
Oh no.
Go.
Yeah, this is literally just red light, green light.
My favorite thing so far in this whole game is the failure music.
That's
Like,
I love.
It's
both.
just so cheerful for you, like failing.
That was actually pitch perfect.
Go.
Well, yeah, I've got
I-
perfect pitch. So, neener.
I love that, and I also love the IQ equals 0 marker for failure as well.
Oh yeah.
There's something about that which is just kind of hilarious and insulting at the same time. Sort of like you, Brossentia.
What? How am I
Nothing.
insulting?
So can you run out of time?
You can absolutely, you absolutely can.
So, does he just turn around at a set time?
It's kind of mixed. His first one is random from what I can tell. He's still turning around now. And then after that, it's kind of in fairly regular increments.
He just is
That one-
not. Yeah.
That one again doesn't really get a great deal more interesting.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes in. You got to keep us entertained, Fyzzu.
I know. I'm hoping that the insanity of this and the hopes of the later insanity will keep you entertained. This time we've got lunch. What could possibly go wrong at lunch?
Ready?
When the food is in front of you, then press the corresponding button. It will not tell you what the corresponding buttons are, but they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our goal is less than 30. I'll let you try and figure out what this actually means.
I'm confused as to what less than 30 is. Do you just let it go by? What happens if you let one go by?
Instant failure.
What? I understand nothing.
We know that, Brossentia.
Wow.
Okay, that one is... You can press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as many times as you like to try and push the correct food forward, with coffee being 1, an orange drink being 2, the food tray being 3, the blue bottle being 4, and the donuts being 5. But you have to make less than 30 button presses before time runs out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's counting your button presses. Okay.
yes.
Uh-oh.
We've got, well, we've got a
Ready?
soccer pitch here. We need to press enter at the appropriate time. Oh, this is very slow. No, we're just running very, very slow laps.
Wait,
no,
you
that's,
run
that's...
into the tree and hit enter? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. So let's put that up to difficulty level 3, where it might be a bit more interesting.
Okay.
We're going a little bit faster, and now the length of time that we have to actually press the button is fractions of a second.
Oh.
Press it too early and failure. Press it too late and failure. Do it 20 times.
It's not
Your
too
teacher's
bad.
just sitting here watching you teleport in and out of trees.
You know, you
Nah,
gotta do
failure.
something as a teacher, right? You can't just
I
stand
mean-
around.
Okay, we are now going to the mandated toilet break.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Do not let the teacher enter the toilet.
Go.
Is
This
a lawsuit
minigame-
waiting to happen?
This minigame simply doesn't work. I don't have much else to say about it other than that. You press buttons to close the doors, except that half of the time the doors don't actually appear to be closed, and even when they are, they aren't necessarily, and I have never, ever succeeded at this.
He just evicts you from the toilet.
Yeah, if you don't have the door shut, the teacher...
He has to go real bad.
Also, why do you
He
have
will
so many
just-
clones? What is this school?
They're all
I
smart
don't
boys,
know.
bro.
Oh.
I think that you might recognize this minigame, on the other hand. What do you think is going to happen in a chemistry lab?
Explosions. Oh no, chemistry fight?
A is left side, D is right side. Do not let these bottles break.
Go.
Wow, this
we remember
teacher
this?
has an issue.
Do we remember this from Back to the Future?
Yeah? This
It's
is...
Yeah.
not breaking Lorraine's heart.
No, we are trying to catch dangerous chemicals that the teacher is lobbing at us, and I really don't understand why we're catching them instead of avoiding them.
Well, it's gonna melt the school down if you don't.
Look, if someone is lobbing dangerous chemicals at me, the last thing I want to do is be in the way of them. Now,
See,
I've
that's
never
why
been
you're
good-
not a smart boy.
That is why my IQ equals 0. I don't know. Maybe this is actually a very accurate simulation of school in China. I don't believe so, but I have no experience to speak of thereof.
Well-
So
Fyzzu, let's look at it, this way. Have you ever seen someone with, come out of high school with chemical burns? No? Then they must be good at catching them all.
I mean, I think I've seen people come out of high school with chemical burns. I mean, one of my chem teachers actually exploded himself. Had to go to the emergency room.
actually, one of my chemistry teachers used to set off bombs in the school field. As a reward to us, he would mix up explosive chemicals and then we'd set them off in the school field. It was great.
That
this
does sound
one
pretty
is-
fun.
This stage is what I like to call the Brossentia timer simulator. So if you remember back when Brosentia's Cusa Grande timer counted milliseconds,
Wow.
that's effectively what this is. We need to wait for the chair to come and then sit down. Or you can just completely ignore the chair and just try to press the button as close to 0 as possible because it is guaranteed to be there at that point.
Well, that's fair. So I have other questions about this. How is the chair teleport?
I don't know. I'm assuming that the teacher is a telekinetic, which you may find out in the last level. That one, again, doesn't get more difficult at this level. So, this is, I guess, second lunchtime?
Wow, this
1,
this
2,
is choppy.
3. Oh, is it getting a bit jerky, or?
Oh, the music.
The music.
Oh. Where is the pink color cake?
It's on the left. Oh, the middle, the right.
Yeah, we're playing Find the Lady. This is spectacularly awful. So we're not going to.
Oh, the crunchiest music. Let me
It sounds
see.
lovely. It sounds kind of nice on my end. That might be my upstream dying slightly.
Ready?
Maybe.
The teacher said 3, you press 2 and 4. And the teacher says 4, I press 3 and 5. 5, I press 4 and 6. I don't quite know what this... No, can you actually stand up when I press the button as well? That would be lovely.
There we go. The music's much better, Fyzzu. Good job.
Excellent.
Failing it, fix the music. So
I have no idea how or why, but
Wait,
stream did
what
not
are you
need to be
doing in this
refreshed.
one?
if the teacher says a number, I press the 2 numbers to the side of it. So if he says 4, I press 3 and 5. If he says 5, I press 4 and 6. If he says 9, I press 1 and 8. Except that the microphone got in the way of my fingers there.
Oh, you call yourself a smart boy, Fyzzu.
I don't. This game calls itself a smart boy.
Oh, okay.
Although, as you can probably see by the picture of the last level, things may get a little bit physical later on.
Well, here's hoping. That
So-
deserves it.
This level, I don't know why this teacher is doing this, but this level, A is left side, D is right side, do not touch anything. I can only assume that this is some variant of PE class. Also, I'd like to note that I really, really hate that the sound effect plays when I release a key and not when I press it.
Are you serious? Oh, I'm not in love anymore.
And look at that dance in the background.
You know, it's a decent dance, yeah. Ride the pony, ride the pony.
Chat does have it right. It's not PE class, it is Pepsi Man.
That's a good point.
Let's bump this one up to difficulty level 3 and see what happens.
Okay.
And pray.
Go.
If it asks you to do far left to far right, or far right to far left,
Go.
you have to be almost pixel perfect to do it.
Have you ever completed it?
I have completed this.
Oh, this is so
I'm-
rough.
Go.
I'm attempting to... Far left to far right to far left. I'm attempting to prove that I can do this.
Go.
Yeah, this has a really good physics engine recreation. It's really, really hard to talk about this while playing it.
I really like that
Alright.
streak of all of the holes to the right. That was great.
Yeah, that's what you really want to hope for. This is the last attempt. No, okay, we're not making it through on difficulty level 3. So we will move on. Because I know that we are running short on time and I need to keep you all
You
entertained.
got like 10 more minutes.
I know, but, well,
We'll see.
there are things in this game. We're going to
Nope.
spend a little while on this one. Press enter when the potted is in front of you.
Go.
Okay.
We can actually just leave it as long as we want. Or we can press it. I don't know, you would expect it to maybe get a bit more difficult or try to trick you. And, you know, it does teleport around occasionally, but that has absolutely no impact, and I'm fairly certain that's a bug.
So what you're saying is touching the plant triggers the teleportation mechanism that they're testing at the school.
This is secret Chinese future technology, yes.
Chat does have a good point, you know, this is tree touching class.
This is clearly botany. And there we go.
Also has a point. There can be bugs in a potted plant.
That's also true. But there
That's
we go.
true.
We passed. We get to make the pose. Let's move that one on to difficulty level 2.
Okay.
I'm curious to see what happens. He says, knowing full well what happens.
Ready?
Press enter when the potted is in front of you. Our goal is only 8 this time. It's going a bit faster.
Oh, I don't
think
like
we can
this.
do better than 0 though. So I'll skip the
I'm
intro.
pretty
a
sure,
bit.
yeah.
Sorry for going silent. That actually took a tremendous amount of focus.
Yay,
I
botany!
love- but by the time your arm reaches out to touch it, it's already halfway around the
I
room. for me.
know.
He's got a Molin face. I
He
didn't
kind of
realize that
does.
until now, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm never going to be able to unsee that. Now, Brossentia and Corndan, I'm requesting your help for the 3rd difficulty level of this
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Go.
What-
I don't know.
So,
what do
what
you
I
need?
want you to do is
Ready?
I need to press enter when the potted is in front of me, and I need you to tell me when to press enter.
Okay.
Go.
Because it moves around like this.
What does this mean? Now. Oh. No. Wow. I kept trying. You need to listen to me, Fyzzu.
Sorry, we'll try it again. I will press the instant you say.
Now.
No,
That was
you were way
1
off.
second behind. Wow.
Well, by the
The
time
goal-
it gets to him and comes back, yeah.
All right, let's try this with chat. You know, the first time I see someone say now or go in Twitch chat, I will press enter. No, sorry, Twitch chat. Not even you can't manage this one. It seems.
They tried.
Have you,
Yeah,
have you
let's-
ever gotten one before?
I have never gotten one on this. It does seem to occasionally pause for longer in front of you, but unless you have ludicrous reactions, I don't understand how this is even possible.
Go.
So let's try this once more.
Well,
No.
see, botany
No,
is
good.
really difficult.
Botany is really, really difficult when you take advanced botany classes.
Advanced botany, I see. That's like grad school
So-
level right there.
At this point, we are on to course 15. The final stages.
Okay.
We are on to Street Fighter.
Wait, you have
The
to fight
day's
your
over.
teacher?
And as is true fashion for a final boss in a fighting game, the teacher cheats. A is left side, D is right side, W is jump, enter key attack. You know how to do it.
Oh, I do.
So is the reason you like this game, Fyzzu, because it's up to jump?
Oh, no. Well, it's a
Um,
fighting game. All fighting games have up to jump.
Speaking of jumping, this stage is monumentally broken. So we attack by hurling random objects at the teacher.
Go.
Just random props from the other levels. There we've got a blue bottle. That's the orange bottle. Oh yeah, and the controls frequently don't actually respond.
Go.
And yes, the teacher is a... Oh, we're getting our own back with some chemistry there. Yeah, we can double jump, kind of.
What?
Except I'm fairly certain that's a bug. Because it only sometimes works. It will occasionally catapult you in a very weird manner and leave you flat on the ground.
Ooh.
And that time
What?
we somehow managed to throw it backwards.
Yeah, that was not the correct direction at all.
Oh, no, So the problem with this is that you want to press the button to jump at just the right time, but jump often doesn't actually respond, like it didn't then.
Oh, no.
Which means that you need to double tap jump. But if you double tap jump, you may wind up soaring off into the stratosphere. And I'm really hoping that we can kind of trigger one of the weird occurrences where Smart Boy kind of winds up jumping and then turning. Oh, we're horizontal. Okay, we got out of it.
Is that hard to get out of it? I like that the TV monitor just went through your teacher.
Well, I mean,
Well, like I say, he is clearly a final boss from a fighting game because he is doing the hurricane kick from Street Fighter, except that he has clearly got a fully X meter because he isn't even going like across the screen. He's going across the entire arena.
and you hit him in the face with a table, and it just like shrugged it off.
Yeah, I can't remember the fighting game terminology for that. I'm sure someone can point it out. But yeah, he just doesn't react to the attacks. And that time double jumping didn't work. So what we're gonna do to try and close this off, I'm kind of hoping. Yeah, we're stuck.
Okay.
I can't move except for jumping because we're kind of like that horizontal. That's yeah.
Oh, this is good stuff.
We're gonna put this to finish this off. Almost finish this off. We're going to put this on difficulty level 3. And we're going to try and take on the teacher.
So how long did it take you the first time to beat the teacher?
Really, really long time. It's not too difficult most of the time. Oh my god, he's so fast now.
Well, yeah, difficulty level 3.
Go.
Oh no. There you go, tray of donuts, that'll calm you down. Why? It didn't respond! The buttons, they do nothing!
See, that's the difficulty here, whether or not your keyboard will actually do what you want it to do.
Pretty much. I think my cunning plan for this level was to kind of stay on this side as much as possible and then just double jump. Just lob things at him there. Jump over his hurricane kick and then try to double jump over the other one and not even bother sort of sitting in the middle and trying to react. Will we land in time to get the jump off? Yes.
Heck yeah.
This is the best you've done so far.
And this is the highest difficulty as well.
Let's see if you can complete this.
Yeah.
He takes 20 hits. You can see up at the top left.
Yeah, our goal is 20. He's taken 9.
Oh my gosh, if you manage to kill him, you're probably going to go to jail. Don't kill your teachers.
Yeah, I mean, don't kill him, but you know, he probably deserves it for kicking kids in the face. I'm sure he's going to get fired over it, or he should get fired over it.
I mean, I'm mostly impressed that he can just pull off so many consecutive hurricane kicks.
I'm pretty sure it's just one hurricane kick.
He does occasionally stop.
Oh my gosh, you go so high. Woo.
Oh, we're throwing potted plants at him now.
Well, it's got bugs in it, so that's good.
He's got true resilience. And that should be it.
You
There we
won!
go.
did it!
He has fallen over. We have done it. We have defeated the teacher.
Yes!
And with that in mind, if there is a few seconds before closing,
Sure.
I want to hurl a basketball as far as I can. Again. For science.
Wait, this is really slow, though.
Well, yeah, this is how we hurl it over the sun.
Yeah. I am going to, in honor of this and to commemorate the launch of Don't Make Us Bored, I am going to launch a basketball into the stratosphere and possibly crash a satellite onto the school.
Yes! People are asking me to gong the plant. Plant, you're so slow.
The plant is very, very slow and boring. I'm gonna... You know what? You two can tell me when to let go.
We've still got 30 seconds.
Oh, we've got a full 30 seconds.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Before time. Okay. I've got no timer. I've only got my own stopwatch, which I kind of started up. So I've got a vague sense of time.
15 seconds. 13.
All right. We're getting that. I don't think the plant is going to reach the school, unfortunately.
Well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send her to the sky.
It's still going up.
That is pretty much the best sound to end the song. Do 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 do.
It's so good.
I saw the shadow hit the skybox. So, yeah, that, everybody, is Smart Boy. It, I think, costs around about $5 US. It's probably not worth it, but it's a very weird collection of hilarious mini-games. Mostly hilarious through very interesting and weird design choices, though.
Yeah, that's...
And for purchasing this, I feel that I deserve IQ equals 0.
Oh, no. Yeah, everybody... You know, I would still be tempted by it if it were super cheap. If it goes on sale sometime, I would probably pick it up. Other than
Was that one of you, or did the game just play that sound effect again?
What sound effect?
Me.
Not
It
me.
just played the whistle again.
Oh, well, I muted you, so
Oh, okay.
your computer is talking to you.
Okay, it's telling me that it's time to close Smart Boy. My computer is very apologetic for everything it's ever done to me. As long as I don't fire up Smart Boy again, it will be pleased.
That honestly sounds like probably a good deal there. Well, Fyzzu, that was a fantastic Smart Boy. I feel smarter because of you.
Well, you have definitely learned something today. We cannot argue with that.
Oh, yeah.
We have learned that teachers should not be trifled with because they can do hurricane kicks that travel basically the entire length of the school without touching the ground.
It's true.
And botany class involves touching a tree. So, yeah.
Try hard enough, you can throw a basketball into the sun.
Yeah. It's all about the effort, everyone. Just go to school, keep trying, and you too can be like Smart Boy.
I appreciate the education. Fyzzu, thank you so much. We've got to run to the next game.
That is absolutely fine. Thank you for having me, and it was lovely to see and speak to you all. And good luck to everyone else who is trying not to make you bored tonight. I will log out of this call now.
All right, bye, Fyzzu. Corndan, I very much was not bored. Like, I learned how to learn.
Smart Boy's a fun watch. I don't think I'd want to play it, though.
You don't want to play it?
Well, I mean, I think if I played it, like, the monotony of trying to solve some of those things would be bad. But watching Fyzzu play it, I was not bored.
Okay, I suppose that's fair. That's fair enough. Honestly, it seems like something that I could probably pass for now. But if it's on sale, sure. I gotta catch that tree. Oh, Corndan, come with me. Let's hop on over to the blue room with TenMicu.
Sure.
Well, it looks like we are here with you, TenMicu. Hello there. Maybe. Corndan, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you fine.
Ah, yeah.
Hello.
Hello there.
Oh,
What is that I hear? I hear a video
It's gonna
game.
be the audio for
Hello?
the next game.
I have a problem with audio again.
Well, we'll work with it. Let's go.
We can definitely
Hold
live.
on, I will be there in a sec.
Okay, don't worry. I'm just going to work on getting everything running and looking right. So, the next game that we have is going to be Test Drive the Passion. I feel passion for Ness.
Hello?
For DOS.
Oh, DOS.
Hello.
That's even better. Hello there.
Hello?
Hey. Are you there, TenMicu?
I cannot hear you.
Well, nope. Okay, I'll hop out and then hop back on in. Let me go ahead and see if that has worked.
No.
Hello.
Something on I think.
Hear us now?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello, 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 hello.
I think we lost him.
Yes, I hear you now. I hear you now.
Oh,
Okay,
do you hear
okay.
me?
But can I hear Bruce? Yes,
Hello?
Brossentia. Okay. Yes.
Yes, yes. We've
The-
got success here.
Right. So I need to.
Yeah,
Go
go
live.
ahead and go live, and I will work on getting everything looking just fine for us.
Okay. Let me tell you now the audio. Can you hear
Okay.
the audio?
Just give me a second, and I will check. I'm listening to
Because-
Blaster Master. I'm listening to good music over here. Okay.
Well, sorry, gonna ruin that.
I hear it through your mic. I don't hear it through.
I also don't hear it through Discord.
Really?
Yep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep.
That's fine. We can work with it if we have to.
Okay.
If we absolutely have to, I suppose.
Yeah, sorry. We tried to set it up correctly, but we failed.
Oh no.
So we're going to live with it, I guess. The music is gonna blast in my ears
All right.
while I try to do this nonsense.
Don't go
Anyway.
live yet, or don't start playing the game yet. Just give me a
Yeah, I know.
teeny
Well,
tiny
okay.
little...
Can I talk about this game?
Sure.
What is this? Okay, so this is the Test Drive 3, The Passion. It was made by Accolade in 1990. It's the surprisingly very well-known DOS game, and a lot of people seems to remember this from their childhood and stuff. And well, you think someone would run this game in 30 years, right? If it's so well known, but nobody run it.
Oh
Why?
no.
Well, the big thing is this game really speeds up whatever you upgrade anything on your PC. I remember as a kid, this game was running fine. Then Uncle came and installed some more RAM and the processor upgrade, and this game all of a sudden like 3 times faster. And I was so confused. Jesus Christ, why this guy is so fast? And well, by the time the Windows 98 rolled around and XP, which was the last 2 systems that could run the DOS games without emulation, this game was like this all the time.
Oh, no.
So, well, how do you speedrun this? Because, well, I want to be a speedrunner, and I love this game from my childhood. So, well, there are 3 options. We can go with standard DOSBox settings, or we can do with some made-up whatever cycle settings, or we can just crank everything to maximum. all the cycles and all the processor is on max right now. And the game runs at 60 frames per second. It's a lovely spinning car.
Ooh.
But originally this game plays on 12 frames per second. So
You have it set up for the current game as super highlight.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, welcome. This is not super highlight. Look, I told everybody the first time that we were doing this today, I was going to have issues. And my issue is I wasn't able to get this set up. I'm
also
sorry.
my bad. I should have also spent more time setting this on my end.
It's fine. It's all fine.
So yeah, I want to go fast, so this whole game is set up to go as fast as it can right now. Many DOS games also play like this. When you something like Commander Keen, you put everything to max to load as fast as possible, and that smooths out the speedrun. Okay, are we ready?
No. Give me a second.
Okay.
Give me 10 seconds. Give me 10 seckends, and then I will be able to switch on over. 5 more seconds. I'm so close.
Okay, I guess I can. Yeah, there were a whole bunch of other test drive
Gong
games.
yourself.
There. Look at it. It's kind of ready. Yay.
Kind of. Yeah,
There we go.
Are we in?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I will turn on the music in a moment. First things first, we're driving on there are like 9 difficulty settings. We're driving on the lowest one. The main thing it changes, our car crashes a lot easier by falling and jumping. So we want to go fast and want to jump. Airtime, yo. So we put it on 1. Also, on higher difficulties, I need to manually change my gears. Also, and well, what's his face? The road people, there are more traffic. That's the word. Words lose me. It's 1 a.m. here. The car.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you for being here.
The car. There is the fake concept car that was never released. The other concept car that was never released, and the Lambo.
Diablo.
Yeah, boy. This one, the only difference is this one is a little bit slower, but a bit more easier to steer, I guess. And this one, it's the same as Lambo, but it's not Lambo, so we not use it. Right, we can turn on the music. Yeah, let's go. Copyright protection, bye. So, first things first, we need to change our quality to low. Because see all those lovely trees?
Yeah.
Well, if I set it to low, they are gone.
Yes!
They are all the hitbox that can kill you, and I can accidentally kill myself.
Wait, you can still die?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can already tell you, first things first, the steering is absolutely terrible, and I'm gonna crash a lot, and this is going to be a hellfire. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right. Whoa. Okay.
All right. So what are you trying to do here? I mean, besides go fast, like, are you racing from point A to point B or something like
Yes,
that?
there is the. Jesus, it's hard to talk.
Oh, it's okay. You're driving. I know. I drive and crash into everything all the time.
But
JK.
real life driving.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Oh my gosh. So question. What frame rate is this?
I said it's 60.
Yes.
So yeah. Yeah. In this level, Oh, come on. I cannot. Yeah, I have limited lives. I cannot lose them all. I need to be careful somewhat. As careful as you can. Come on. No. Come on. God, that was slow.
Oh, so slow, you know.
Well, level 2. There are 3 roads. One goes to the right, but we ignore that. That's boring.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I played it fair bit, but I still...
This is great.
Wow. Your panic
Christ.
is pretty great. Can you say
Yeah, let's
other
go.
names when you panic too?
I cannot talk. This is off-road section right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus. Oh yeah, there should be a squirrel here. Come on.
Not a squirrel.
Squirrel.
Wait, actually a squirrel?
Yes, here, there he goes.
Oh, there's a
Yay.
squirrel! Yay! I like
I
the
f-
timer.
I
by
found
the way,
this. I found this out today. Literally.
you found out today there's a squirrel.
Yes, I love this game for years, and I found out just today. Okay.
I
So
saw
yeah,
your
the mo-
wipers. Oh my gosh!
This is wonderful.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow, this is intense.
Okay, level 3, it's kind of boring. Well, relatively speaking.
See, and now this is running on a capped frame rate. If we didn't cap the frame rate,
This thing has its own. It's hard coded to cap on frame rate like this.
oh, it caps at 60.
Yes,
Ooh, okay. I love this.
it's running on. Gosh darn it! It's running on full power, possible, and that's the. Oh no!
Not the cow butt. No.
Oh, you know, instant replay. Bam!
Oh.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Okay, this
Yeah,
is like
Jen
the
is
best
correct. This is
speed run
like
I've seen
5
all year.
This is like 5 times faster than it should be.
Yeah, indeed. Oh yeah, you can return to road pressing F6. Jesus.
Oh, this is so good.
And remind you, this is still faster than playing it normally. Oh, come on. I need to preserve lives.
Do you get new? Do your lives
Yes, I
get
can-
refreshed every level?
You get 2 lives every level. This level, well... Oh, come on. I need to drive... Oh yeah, there are wipers.
Do you have
Oh,
to
yeah, I
turn
need
the
to-
wipers on?
Yes, manually. Pressing W.
Ah. Wipe! Furiously wipe!
Oh yeah,
That's
Here is
that's me
a
at like
chicken.
9 a.m. each morning.
yeah, check the chicken out.
Chicken!
Okay, speaking of controls, you need to reverse in any normal driving game. You hold down and you automatically go back, right?
Some games, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them. But here you need to manually press the gear lever to reverse, and now pressing up basically go fast. Oh, geez.
Yeah, can
Yeah.
you get through most of the level going backwards?
Oh god. Oh Jesus.
Whoa! Oh, that is
Your last
gonna
life.
leave...
I'm going to be super duper careful now.
Okay.
I usually I usually play super fast here, no problem. I guess the fact I'm streaming for people, it's yeah. Oh no. Okay.
I'm sorry, this is so tense.
No. And now it's so quiet.
No.
Oh no!
Game over.
Oh.
Well, I still have time.
Yeah,
Okay, well-
you have 4 minutes left for
Okay.
your
Well,
estimate.
okay. I need to mention there was one add-on to this game.
Okay.
It's the Cape Cod race
Niagara.
when you get two different cars. This one is as close as we get to Lambo, so we
Ooh.
use it. So now, this is the... Okay, well, so right now I'm driving. This is one very important thing I need to show, and I will take a little bit more time than 4 minutes. Yeah, I asked for... Because initially, the game I would be already done.
As long as I'm entertained, keep going.
I should have been done already, but I thought, hey yo, Miku, idiot, you need to show this very important thing for them. So I'm driving to that thing. It's in level 2, Cape Cod expansion. So yeah, I completely this thing I completely don't really know where to go yet. I haven't routed this yet.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, this is struggle. Also,
Yeah.
check this draw distance here. That's the problem with this.
I
I'm
don't
on minimum.
understand.
What?
I don't
saw the-
understand the draw distance.
Yeah.
I need to set the medium mode. That's how it should look.
Ah.
So yeah, I need to play with trees and stuff. And yes, all those trees you can drive them and kill yourself on it. Okay, so this is the important part. We driving to the
Ooh.
Christ. We're driving to the airport.
Yay, we're gonna fly.
Not really. In this game, when you... I need to turn off the music, it annoys me. When you drive to the... I'm sorry. When you block some car physically with yourself, the car stops and patiently waits for you.
Aw.
But that also extends to other objects that move. Oh, bye-bye. Cops, bye. Don't worry about this. Oh my god. Ah, there it is. Here's the airstrip.
Ooh.
And very important thing I must show. Everybody who knows this game must show this. An X-Wing.
An X-Wing. Oh, that's important.
Yeah, of course. So, the other important thing is the planes and stuff. Oh yeah, there it is. Whee! Other plane. And the other X-Wing. Come on. Yeah!
Yeah.
Okay, so we can stand in the middle of the strip and all the planes and stuff gonna wait for us.
Okay.
When they arrive, yeah, they need to circle back. Oh, so we have the plane behind us,
They've got really good brakes, let me tell you.
and they patiently wait for you.
Look,
But
it's not even on the ground.
yeah, loud. We have two planes stuck together,
Aw.
and then let's wait for TIE Fighter. Oh yeah, TIE Fighter, also stuck. So they now drive together
Whee!
in a circle.
Wait.
That's
They
great.
come back, all three of them
Yes.
together?
Yes. Soon enough.
Come on, planes.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Time for grand finale.
All right, I'll hold on.
This is also something I find out today. When you drive on the left side of the strip and hit the poles, Come on. Game crashes.
Wait, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Well, time.
Yep, and that's Test Drive 3.
Oh my gosh. That was
Awesome.
absolutely special, let me tell you.
Yes. Okay, my record time. I can close this screen.
Yep.
My record time was 3 minutes 49. I
3
can very
minutes 49.
yes, that's the time I got on the that first race. That's supposed to be timed, and I'm supposed to go to the last level, and everything's supposed to be great. But yeah. I can very easily shave 20 seconds if I get consistent at everything.
Oh my gosh.
You know this is great speed game when you can get plus 10 red split and still get PB in a 3-minute run.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much for showing that off. I'm so happy that we got to see this one. This is why we're doing Don't Make Us Bored, because we're gonna see stuff that probably won't ever be in a marathon, but we want to
Yes.
laugh.
Nobody ever going to accept this to any marathon.
But that's okay because we did and we got to show it off, and now like 200 people got to see it, and it's amazing.
Oh yeah. Well, take
Okay,
care.
well-
We'll get ready for the next one. See you
Right on.
later.
Bye.
Oh my gosh.
So far, I am still not bored.
Same here. Oh my gosh, that
This has been awesome.
yeah. I mean, we knew that we were gonna see some stuff that we, never could have expected. I think that is one of those.
So I own the game, and I still didn't expect that.
You own the game?
I did as a kid.
Aw, that's awesome.
I mean, if I go to my parents' house, I might still have it. I don't know.
Well, maybe you should go visit your mom.
Well, maybe I should, except, COVID-19 and stuff. My mom's like 1,000+ miles away.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say she's like 1,000 years old. And it's like, oh no.
My mom is not
you can't.
1,000 years old.
Yeah, she's not. That would have been really rude.
But I believe it's time to step over to the red room.
Okay, let me walk on over there, see what's going on. Ah, hello
Hey.
there, Tempystral. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, it looks like you've got a game for us today.
I certainly do have a game for you today.
Okay.
Tell us about this game while Brossentia gets it set up.
Okay, well, this game
And
is
live-
Metal
when you go
Slug.
live.
Oh.
No, it's fine. Go ahead and talk. Tell me about it.
Oh, okay. So this is Metal Slug First Mission. It's on the Neo Geo Pocket Color, which probably a lot of people in chat, well, actually, people in this chat probably might know about it because everyone on this channel is a nerd, let's be honest. But like, most people have never heard of this handheld, and that's for good reason, because your parents loved you and they got you a system that had Pokemon on it and not this. This was available for 2 years in America.
Okay.
And it was SNK's entry into the handheld market. It came out right before the Game Boy Advance, and as you can see, it is clearly nowhere near that in terms of graphical capabilities.
Okay,
Not
gotcha.
Two different processor-wise, but like it's not. It looks like a Game Boy Color, but it's not actually as bad as a Game Boy Color.
By the way, feel free to send your stream live as soon as you
yeah.
are ready. 'Cause
That is a thing I have to do.
maybe.
That's kind of important.
Oh,
there you go.
there we go.
You can hear the game fine?
Let me see.
One of these when I was in high school. No, I almost did, and then I bought a GBA instead.
Aha. Well, I've never. We didn't have any Game Boy or Game Boy Advance when I was young. All we had was a Game Gear. Yeah, that's what we had. Game Gear. Good stuff, let me tell you. At the same time, I had a lot of fun with the Game Gear. It's not as good as other consoles out there in the world.
This feels a lot more like a Game Boy Color game than a Game Gear game, really. With a little bit better colors.
I mean, look at this. Well, they can't see it yet because I'm busy getting everything ready here. But yeah, it's got colors. That's about as good as the Game Gear, you know? Oh, let's see. What can I do here? There we go. That's what I've been trying to do this entire time, and it finally worked. Welcome to, this is the first time we've done this type of thing for the stream, and honestly, I am not too surprised that we have a few issues on occasion getting things set up. But you know what? I have no more issues. We actually have a very beautiful looking game right now. Yeah, I can see it great. Oh, come on. I paused that sound. Wow. Okay, I think that we are almost ready to go. Are you still there, Corndan?
I'm still here.
Good.
So, I am excited to play this. Well,
Yeah.
to watch it being played.
Yeah, Tempystral, we are ready for you whenever you want to begin. Tempystral. Tempystral, you're muted.
No, it's not.
Oh, why are they muted for me?
Because
Hello, can you hear me?
muted him?
I didn't mean
was
to
like-
mute you.
Hello?
Hello. Can you
Hi,
hear me?
I was like, why is Bro talking over me?
I'm sorry.
Normally we're better at like passing stuff off like this.
Somehow I muted you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say welcome to the first time that we've had Don't Make Us Bored. As it turns out, OBS is making me not bored. Actually,
Yeah.
it's more Discord than OBS.
Discord. Yeah.
Fair
Well,
enough.
okay, I think I'm ready for you.
All right. Okay, so just to point out, I'm using Red Eye here, who is technically the New Game Plus character, but this isn't a New Game Plus run because there's actually the S continue option in the main menu is what that's for. So you can start a new game as this character. There's only one difference, and it's that our shotgun is really good. So I'll tell you when to go. Skip all this prelude. There's a story. I don't know what it is. I don't care. It's
Appreciate that.
dictator in some. We're invading Iraq.
Oh,
This
no?
came out in the early 2000s. We're invading Iraq.
Okay.
I mean, not that different from these days. Different countries. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So before I can actually say anything about this game really meaningfully, first thing I'm going to do is kill all these dudes, throw a grenade up here, and then, well, I didn't get the swag shot, but I did kill that grenadier before he threw a grenade at me. And as you can see, it's Metal Slug. I mean, it's a platformer. It's not like other arcade Metal Slug games. Clearly, it's obviously not as visually advanced, but for an 8-bit system, this isn't bad at all. It really does capture the feeling of Metal Slug. I slipped off that platform by accident. That wasn't actually my fault. This game has a really weird thing where I think it's sub-pixel dependent platforms. Like I'll hit a corner and slip off of it for no reason, seemingly. Sometimes
Okay.
you can land on a corner and hold forward and jump off of it right away, and sometimes you just can't. And I don't know why.
Like other Metal Slug games, can you kill people with knives too? Like I haven't
Yes.
seen you do that. But
Yeah, you can, and I'll show you in the third level, which is level 2.
Okay. I've actually never played a Metal Slug.
You should.
they're
they're
really
really
fun.
good.
I got a fight stick recently to get in fighting games, and I found that it's really great for playing Metal. Where are these guys? I'm supposed to be ambushed by a whole bunch of dudes, and they're hanging out towards the edge of the screen.
It's complicated. It's complicated, you know?
I'm gonna jump. Oh, okay. Well, I was hoping to jump towards the edge of the screen there so that Red Eye would fade out the screen in the air, so she wouldn't have to run all the way to the edge of the screen, because that's I got the slow fade out.
Oh,
So, and
what
now
you're saying
we're
is
in
you've
auto-scroller.
missed all of the swag so far.
Yeah.
The
we're in an
swag
auto-scroller,
is in
so-
my heart.
Just gonna open up a beer. I have a wonderful Scotch ale from a brand I haven't tried yet.
You know,
Oh, that's good.
that's the
Nice.
perfect thing for this stream. Just kick back a little bit, kick your feet up, you know, kick the neighbors. I don't know. We're just kicking.
I like my neighbor.
I'm trying to not kick anyone. That's my legs. I'm 6 feet long. My legs are not the full 6 feet of me, so I'm trying to not kick anyone.
Okay.
At least for the time being.
That's
I'll go back
fine.
to kicking in, I don't know, August or something.
It's a good thing the auto-scroller is in the first 10 minutes.
So you got that joke before I did. In fact, we're going to get another auto scroll. Oh wait, no, just this one. So this boss would be really easy if I was switching to my grenades. You just jump and throw grenades at him, and you can actually jump between where his bullets are shooting here, as long as you don't land where the bullets actually hit the ground, because physics. That's physics. You too can dodge bullets. There's a machine gun here. We don't use it because it's slow.
Did you collect toilet paper? You really
Yes,
are
I
living
did.
in 2020.
So here's another auto-scroller. The game really wants me to play more auto-scrollers than just this and the previous one. Because the previous one, whatever, they want you to experience every game mode. But in this, this is just like the first level afterwards, and there's no way to get to a different level after the 0th mission. You have to play this one. And they really want me to play another one later, but I'm not going to. I refuse. And there's a clever way to get around that. Basically, the routing neatness from this game comes from the vehicle mission. So if you die in a plane, you don't get to restart the level. You go to a skydiving sequence. And if you die in the tank, you go to a prison camp. And I hope we never see one, because the only prison camp that I'm likely to actually see, because I died in the tank, is one I cannot get out of.
So you go to a prison camp instead of jumping out of the tank?
Yeah, basically you're captured, and then once you escape, you go to a different level than you would have if you'd succeeded the vehicle mission. So that opens up new level routing possibilities.
Okay.
So you selectively, we fail one mission actually in the speed run, which is nice. It would have been disappointing if that opportunity was there, but it was slow.
Why
it's
is
not.
this plane so fat? It's a little fatty plane.
Yeah, and I think it's because they were trying to replicate the look of Metal Slug in the arcade, where maybe with some more visual fidelity, it would have been clearer. Flashing lights warning, just by the way, at the end of some levels it does that, but it's not very long. Sorry, I should have mentioned this.
No, honestly, saying it a few seconds beforehand is always helpful. Saying it after isn't as helpful.
Yeah, there's a guy hiding in the trees. I'm going to kill him, and I'm going to get the worst weapon in the game, which is the rocket launcher.
What?
The rocket launcher's so good in an actual Metal Slug.
Yep. Oh, he shot me, which means I got the bad RNG. That means the RNG for the rest of this game is probably totally screwed. All right, well,
no.
So the rocket launcher, see how 2 shots hit that tank? Oh, I died. So that doesn't happen normally. I won't say that's never happened before. Well, I just did. But that normally doesn't happen. As you can see, I got a machine gun for dying there, but I actually don't want it. I want the rocket launcher. It's the worst weapon in the game because it doesn't do enough damage to take out like mounted guns or tanks in one shot, which the grenade does.
Okay.
But it does way more damage than is necessary to kill any normal unit. It does take out armor, but like plenty of other weapons take out armor just fine. Like check this out. 1 grenade. Oh, never mind. 2 grenades. Either way, it's 2 grenades. The reason I pick it up is for this ambush where its homing properties make it really good for taking out these guys. Because they're a huge pain in the butt, and I don't like dealing with them. So the thing with these ambush sections is that you have to... There's a knife, by the way. You have to take out all of the dudes attacking you before you can progress. So basically, good movement and weapon knowledge is really crucial in that section. I'm just now briefly looking down at chat. Who's talking smack about Canada? Flashing lights again, by the way. Orbital Bear, what do you...
That's going to be a constant warning for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, so here's Battle in the City. There's a big city. There's like 3 or 4 different buildings that you can go into. They have multiple different levels. They connect to each other. There's like 2 ambush sections. It's a really big level. It's really cool. Like this building connects to another one. It also goes to the sewer. 13 seconds. We're done. End of that level.
You just crawl underwater and then fall, and that's it?
Yeah,
Okay.
and so actually, if we go through the back way, not only do we get into this really annoying loop that I keep forgetting how to beat that's slow, but it also goes to a really slow auto-scroller on foot on a train. It's a super cool level thematically, level 7, but we don't see it in this run. This is probably my favorite level in the game, though. Because this one, you have all of these like little animals to take care of. Like these rats that you see walking along the ground will sort of climb on you like Super Mario Super Mario Bros. 3, like mini Goomba style.
Okay.
These piranhas will charge after you. You have to be careful about how much time you spend in the water because the piranhas will attack, and I barely missed that jump. I'm gonna just deke out that gun.
I mean, that
I
doesn't
really
sound hard to do, right? That gun does not look very intelligent.
No, it isn't. And this one I can just jump right over also. And here, let's see if I... nope, no. So, like I said right there, see how I just sort of slipped off that corner, but I didn't on the second one? As far as I'm aware, that's completely inconsistent. I have no idea how to actually manipulate that.
Oh, well,
And
that's...
I'm going to try and shoot with this light. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to slip off the corners like that or not?
Well, it's fine if I slip off of one because it doesn't lose any time if I get the second jump. But that's my last chance. So here's mission 10, Night Flight. This level's awful, and the devs really want me to play it, and they really want me to fight the terrible boss at the end. But I don't want to, so I don't know. I guess I'll die.
Oh, no.
Hey, Zeramis. Nice to see another folks from Ottawa.
Ottawa? I want to go to Ottawa. Oh, no, you're falling. You better
Good
land
city.
safe.
Yeah, this is what I meant.
This is Brosentia's timer of the game, right here.
0.
So I'm going to pull my chute as early as humanly possible just barely, to land on that so that I fall faster. And that lets me get out of the level. So ordinarily, if I'd beaten that level and I'd beaten the really tedious boss at the end, I would get to level, I don't even remember what it is. It's level like 14 or something. But instead, I get to go to this level by failing the previous one. And it not only does it save me fighting a really long boss that takes a ton of time, but it also saves me from having to go through one extra level. Okay. So the level path is actually shorter. So that's what makes that. This is the primary routing decision that makes it interesting. And I actually had to do it for myself because there wasn't any. I got a rocket launcher. All right. Well, there weren't any runs of this game when I started. It was my first speed game, and I had to design the whole run myself. So I spent a lot of time trying to figure out the whole level path.
Yeah, what's surprising to me about this game as well is that all of the stages definitely look unique, you know? And for a lot of running guns, that isn't always the case. But, you know, a lot of love went into this.
It still has that Neo Geo feeling to it, even though it's obviously not as graphically fine as an MVS game, obviously.
It seems more than playable.
Oh, very much. Oh, check this out. Also, I can walk here. I think this is the result of an off by 1 error in the hitbox calculations. I don't know why. And don't know why I fell off there. I killed that tank in my practice run yesterday, and I had to find a backup.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So now we're on to probably my least favorite level in the game, which is 14. I don't know what the other level was that I skipped. This one has like 2 damage gates in the form of these barrels right at the start, and this grenade dude, which are a pain. And then it has like a whole bunch of missiles and tanks, but the level itself is not that hard. It's just
that boots pickup you had, did that do anything, or was that just points?
No, just points. A lot of the stuff in this game is like just points. Here, I'm gonna back up over that power up the guy dropped. He dropped the cannon. I haven't mentioned this, but like in the same way that you can pick up like the rocket launcher and machine gun and stuff, you can also pick up tank weapons. And the cannon is what I was using in that first level to take down like tanks and barriers and stuff super quickly. I'm going to use it to take care of the boss, and I need to be really careful at the end of this level, because this is a really short level. I need to be really careful right here to take out this tank and all of these rocket launcher dudes who are going to ambush me.
Did you just
without
stand on the tank?
Yep.
To kill it?
And I want to be really careful about... I can bump into these guys and kill them instantly, but I want to be really careful of that because if I pick up one of these mystery boxes, it's completely possible that I'll get mystery ammo, and I don't want to pick up grenade ammo because otherwise I can't do this. I drop onto the U-boat, 1, 2, 3, and he's dead. And if I'm standing on the U-boat as he sinks into the water, I die before he does, and I have to fight him again.
Sucks.
It's super rude. I have lost record pace runs for that. Here I'm going to shoot twice, and like DuckTales, I get a shotgun.
Ooh, wait.
Well, I guess the shotgun's not like DuckTales, but anyways, we get a shotgun, then we don't use it.
Is the shotgun in this game as ridiculous as the shotgun in the other Metal Slug games?
Yes, it is by far. Oh, I got one wrong way. By far the most powerful weapon in the game. Red Eyes is really good. I'm going to deke out that gun right there too, so I can jump on him. Red Eyes is better than Soldier's, or I guess Marco's gun, in that Marco's has a smaller cone of fire and fires once. Red Eyes hits twice and has a wider cone of fire. Like, look, 1, 2.
Ooh.
It's like not even trivial. So here you can see this boss is going to get hit twice by my. It's like a Dragon's Breath shotgun or something. Huh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's, wow, I'm dying a lot. It's just normally not this bad. I was doing so well earlier. Oh well. But so we'll see the shotgun later on too. The shotgun is basically the only reason why we play as Red Eye. Nothing else is different. Technically, her bullets are a different size visually, but I don't think the hitbox is any different. Or if they are, I don't know. This is a strat too. I'm going to overlap a whole bunch of sort of time sequences, like having that guy give me his cannon ammo and getting those helicopters to spawn in. And if I do it in the right sequence, then I basically don't have to wait at all. And then this level is the one where I really don't want to die in the tank, and it's where I'm kind of worried. There we go.
Ooh.
I don't like that jump at all. It's
scary.
Very easy to die there. And if I die, the prison camp I go to in this level for failing, not only does it kill the run for being slow, but also I don't know how to get out of that prison camp because it has like these push cart on rail things that are horrible.
What you're saying is if you die here, we might as well just gong it.
Yeah. So, but I won't now because now I'm past the hard part. That grenade dude down there will end your run if you don't jump.
So if you don't jump right there, like, and you just walk by him, you die.
Well, no, but if you have low health, I lost a run like that in practice for a marathon once. That was pretty terrifying. I somehow haven't ever had to mercy kill a run of this game at a marathon yet, but there are so many weird ways that you can be forced to mercy kill a run if you just aren't like high enough on health, or if you make a weird jump, or if your RNG is weird. Like here, if I'm not at the edge of this platform to destroy those missiles, and I spawn them in slightly later, then they get in the way, and I try to jump over the pit, and they hit me, and I just die. Like, there's a lot of weird issues with this game, but like, it's not usually a huge deal for the casual player. Like, whatever, that's just how the game plays. It's not like the arcades were particularly forgiving either.
True.
If you die in this game, do you die in real life? Well, most people know, but I live in Canada, so yes.
Wait, what?
You die in Canada, you die in real life.
Well, does that mean that Canada's real?
Well,
I don't know.
Questionably real. Here I'm going to shoot at this guy, but not too close because otherwise I'll knife him. I want him to get scared and have him throw a grenade. And then I'm going to jump on this dude's head.
Ooh,
You can jump on
nice.
people's heads, by the way. Only for like a split second, but you can jump on their heads, which is really goofy looking. And it's the reason why. Oh, go ahead.
I fully support the damage boost there. It's great.
That was a boss, by the way.
Oh.
That was a boss. If you get machine gun ammo in the previous room, you can just shoot at him like before the dude stops laughing. It's hilarious. That box will crush you, even though it's a platform. And this dude gives us a shotgun, which is used for the next boss.
Like, is this the goal of delivering people's pants to them? Because that's definitely what it looks like.
Well,
There's no
maybe.
turbo. And here also 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I was gonna throw a grenade, but I guess I miscounted. And then, okay, this next room is the second to last room, and it's why I can't get a PB in this anymore, because in my PB, one of the guys on these, oh yeah, she drinks, by the way. She gets 7 drinks just if you sit there for long enough. So these guys will jump like that, and I once had a run where one of those dudes jumped as I was underneath him on another platform, and he lifted me up, and sort of that happened, but it was by accident, and I managed to just save a whole ton of time, like without meaning to, and in a way that I can't replicate easily, so...
I love that. Oh, don't you
Yeah.
love it when runs are dead to you?
Yeah, it's also the reason why the game that I like routed and designed the run for is a game that I can no longer hold the record in.
Oh no.
Oh, well. So the boss is coming up here, and I actually would like to have machine gun ammo, and I don't. So we'll see how this goes. I'm also going to pick up health, which is right over here. And if I do, I'm pretty sure I get a bad pattern, but whatever. Hello? Where's the health? There it is. He's on it. Well, that's okay, because I get machine gun back, and that is actually really useful for defeating this boss. He does have manipulatable patterns. I don't know the sort of a way to manipulate the sort of RNG coming into this room. But once you have a strategy for it, it's actually not that hard. He does have some moves that are invincible, though, and I really don't want to encounter those.
The strategy for this, just shoot him in the face and then grenade him in the face.
Oh, he's really close. Yep, there, time.
Hey, you were pretty close on 18 minutes.
Beat the timer.
Nice, that's good.
Yeah.
I figured that was probably the worst that I could do is reasonably is 18 minutes, because my PB is 1650, and I think the world record's 1615 or something. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, really difficult, especially right there towards the end. It looks like there's a lot of memorization.
Yeah, but it's really not that like too complex of a game. It's really quite forgiving. Like one thing that I would like to do eventually is to route out the harder difficulties, because I'm playing on kids difficulty, which is the easiest. And that just literally the only thing it does is it starts you off with a different amount of points from the other difficulties, and the number of points you have determines your health. So it starts you off with more health, effectively.
Ah, gotcha.
So I'd like to route harder difficulties to see if maybe like taking a death to get the machine gun in certain levels would make certain routes easier or harder. Or if there are like different routes for getting certain weapon ammo with Soldier because of his underpowered shotgun, stuff like that. But nobody runs this game, so I'd love if somebody did.
Hey, well, everybody watching here, you know, it seems like some people were really excited about how that ended, especially some of the clutch moments there. Yeah, all of the streamers that you see today, by the way, the name that we have up on the stream is the name that they go by on Twitch. Go give some love, and frankly, if you want to run Metal Slug for the Game Boy Color, it actually looks pretty fun.
Neo Geo Pocket Color, not the Game Boy.
Oh,
yeah. There's no way this game would run well on the Game Boy Color.
So we've had a Metal Slug bootleg on the Game Boy Color, and it's not real great.
Oh god, which one is that?
I don't even remember.
I'll have to look it up. Oh, sign up for License-a-thon.
Oh yes, License-a-thon.
Well,
you should definitely give that a shot. All right, I think we need to move. Thank you, Tempystral. I'll see you later.
I meant to press the stop streaming button. I pressed disconnect. Anyways, thank you for having me.
I'll live. All right, bye.
Have a good one.
Well, Corndan, that was a blast. I want everybody to know, by the way, that they can go and sign up if they would like to join and play one of their games for this. We are pretty much accepting whatever you throw at us. If we're bored, we'll kick you off after 10 minutes. If we're not bored, we're going to just sit and enjoy the game. And frankly, we've had some good games so far.
And that has been kind of the guiding principle of this. We just want to see cool things, especially things that probably wouldn't make it into a marathon, or people who have never done anything like that before. Yep. And so, yes, we do want your stuff, whatever it is. The worst that'll happen is you get 10 minutes to make us all miserable.
Do we have a link for the chat?
I will pull it up in just a second.
Okay, I'm going to jump on over to the Blue Room, and thank you, RBW, for subscribing. Thank you, everybody else who has contributed as well. I'm going to go talk to NPC. Hello there, Mr. NPC. How are you doing?
Mr. NPC?
Yeah. You heard me.
I am doing well right now.
Okay.
Mainly because you guys accepted this and people are going to watch it and it's going to make me smile.
And there's nothing we can do about it because it's 4 minutes.
Yeah, basically. So we're going to have to see how this goes, and if we are able to kick you off.
We may gong you just because you deserve it anyway, but
I'll accept that as an answer.
Well, give me just a second. I need to make sure everything is set up. So Law of the West is the game that you have for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I give a brief description of this game?
Yeah, describe like the gameplay. Describe what the game's all about.
Okay, Law of the West was on Commodore 64, Apple II, PC 88, and was also put on the NES. It is a game where it's a kind of action adventure, choose your adventure kind of thing, because you are the sheriff of this town, and you basically have conversations with these NPCs that either can lead to gun battles or discover that somebody's robbing a bank, or, just random chit-chat where you're trying to accomplish, something bad not happening.
Okay.
So, yeah, that is Law of the West.
Yeah, I see the game. Let me make sure that the music is working just fine for us. But it looks beautiful right now. Absolutely gorgeous. Did you just pause the stream?
Minimize the window.
No, I didn't.
Oh. Don't minimize the window.
I didn't minimize any window.
Well,
You want to reset your timer, though, bro.
Yeah. No, whatever. We automatically get a gong. Wait.
Sorry.
If
Sorry.
we get bored after 10 minutes, we can do this. And kick you out. But this isn't 10 minutes long, so I think we're stuck with this. Okay, I'm ready to go. Just do me a countdown when you can.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, it should be good now. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so out of all that stuff you talked about in the game, are we going to see any of it?
Nope. So that was the saloon, and a random guy just came out. He was basically telling us he was gonna basically, goad us into a gun battle. So we killed him early just because, save time. We don't have to talk to him.
You know what I appreciate most about this game? Is the score screen takes longer than the game.
I love the score screen.
We just killed the doctor, who is definitely a drunkard, so we prevented him from, operating on people while drunk. So,
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. That guy was going to gloat about his shotgun, so we're going to kill him so we can take his shotgun away from him.
I love the music so much.
This music is great. So the next thing, this guy out of jail cheated people out of poker money, so we're just gonna kill him because we don't appreciate people that do that. Yeah, so so we've killed people for, good reasons,
Okay.
Rightly so. So there's this woman walking out, we're gonna shoot her.
Why did we shoot her?
Because she was going to try and seduce us. Her name is Miss Rose, and she really would like to spend some time with us.
Well, okay.
So, the next person is this little kid. We're going to shoot the little kid.
Is that just because you don't like little kids?
Well, he was going to tell us a secret, and the secret was that he was going to get to stay up late, and we felt that was a waste of our time, so we're just killing him for that. His name is Little Willie, by the way.
Little Willie.
So, that guy is the deputy of the town, and he just got in on a train right now, so we're just killing him because he's just, letting us do all this work ourselves. Okay, and that woman's name is Belle. She's a cattle rustler who was doing some illegal activity because she was exiting the jail, of course. So we just don't like people. We like people given time in jail and then just killing them.
This is these guys named Shane.
That is the Mexicali kid, and he's also a ruffian who we're just saving time and killing him before he just lips off at us.
Okay.
And so this is Miss April. She is a school teacher, and she gives us a lot of sass. So we're just gonna shoot her because we don't like people that lip off at us. And this is the final boss. We shot him. Time.
Oh! Okay, there we go.
Who was that, and why did we kill him?
He was just another ruffian guy. I call him Final Boss. So the white guy is just a random guy that'll appear that you can shoot him for points, and there's a hidden dollar sign that you can, if you randomly shoot all around the town, you can somewhere find a dollar sign to get you points. You see, if you actually play the game like a normal person, you score points by, properly avoiding a scenario.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
This game is also in Japanese. While on the other, stuff, this is a Japanese port of the other games.
Well, NPC, how long did it take you to get this good at the game?
Oh, forever. I mean, you have to learn all the strats like shooting. Because, no joke, you can just hold up and right and at the very start, and it'll automatically start going. So you don't even have to, press it right at the very beginning. You just have to hold it down. So there is a little strat, but there's really no strat.
Okay, that's fair enough. So, yeah, that looks like another one that will probably never be in a big marathon, but I don't really mind,
I would like to see that in Awful Block. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, so would I. Will it ever make it there?
I don't know, but I'm glad we got it here instead.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing, not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, NPC. I'm working on getting ready for the next run, so take care, have a good day.
Thank you for having me. I just loved showing this off.
Oh, everybody, I have seen one submission come in today, it looks like. So if you want to send in stupid game showcases, whatever, feel free to do that. I love to find out what you are playing and having a good laugh. I think that's the most important thing for me. Oh my gosh.
This is so good. I have the hiccups now from it.
You got the hiccups?
Yeah, I got the hiccups from laughing from Law at the West.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. It was, oh my, NPC, you're still here. We're still talking about you.
I'm sorry, I'll get off. Sorry.
I don't care. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so Corndan, what are you thinking?
God, that was so good.
That was really good.
Guys, we need more stuff like this to show off. Please submit like crazy dumb things like that.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
We're here for the humor, and I think that, well, sometimes the good gameplay every once in a while,
Yeah, but the school teacher gives you, see, if Smart Boy followed the same principle and let you shoot the school teacher for giving you sass, that would have been a better game.
I think so. Well, I'm gonna hop on over to the red room. I think we need to drag Garby over as well.
All right.
There we go. Haha. We're in the red room. Hello, Garby.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. We've got Magic Boy coming up today, don't we?
Yeah. If you remember, not too long ago, this was on Kusa Grande.
Yes. By the way, are you streaming right now? If not, go ahead and go live.
Yes, I'm streaming right now.
Okay, to your Twitch.
Yeah.
All right, I can deal with that. We will be a little bit delayed when doing commentary, but as long as you don't get upset about that, then it's going to be completely fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you chose Magic Boy, didn't you?
Yes. And in that, I started this today. We'll be showing off the second section of levels, which is significantly tougher and more rude than the first section. And I hope this goes well.
Well,
that's fine.
It's okay. Take a little bit of a breather. If you need to grab some liquid, you can go ahead and do that. That is.
Yeah, give me 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. I'm still working on capturing everything. So, just so people know, some things that we want to see with this as well. We're always excited to see people do well, or we're excited to see if people flop. That happens every once in a while. If you happen to have a really good run, and you submit one of the videos for this to a marathon, you are more than welcome to do so. No guarantee you're gonna get into any of those, but I don't know. I love to see what you do.
A good video always helps.
Yeah.
It's not the only thing that'll get you in, but a good video helps.
Corndan, come on, I can get in with anything. Whatever.
Well, I tried. I tried getting into Corona Relief with Homie D Clown, and I did not get in.
Oh yeah, I tried to get in as well, and they're like, "No, you're a big nerd."
I believe I told Railcoon I was submitting that, and he just yelled at me.
He yelled at you?
Why? Why would you do that?
I mean, I can't blame him. Homie D Clown is bad.
So apparently he's still upset that I subjected it to him the first time. And I kind of don't blame him.
Yeah, same. I don't blame him at all. By the way, as people have noticed, not everything going on here is necessarily a speedrun. Some of them are showcases or even showcases of parts of a game, which is what Garb is going to be doing for us in just a little bit.
Yeah.
I like it. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry yet. I'm still working. Just a little bit more setup, and I will be fantastic.
While bro's getting set up, Garby, you want to tell us a little bit about Magic Boy?
So Magic Boy is like, I think it was originally developed for the Amiga in Europe, but I think in the US it was ported to the SNES, and that's the version I'll be playing for y'all today. And I'd say the game I'd equate it most to is Out to Lunch, just because you have to get like a certain collection of enemies to be able to exit the level. And I feel like that's kind of similar to how how Out to Lunch works.
Yeah, basically. I don't like Out to Lunch.
I mean, Ballad, I think it's pretty neat, but that's me.
Well, I'm usually not the biggest. I had to race that, okay, for Cusa Grande. I think that's why I really don't like it.
I remember that. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, I remember that too.
All right, looks like you're set up.
You are. Yeah, let me go ahead and reset the timer again, because apparently I'm not doing that today. Yeah, I see a Magic Boy sitting on top of a password. And
yeah, I'm just getting the password ready to get to the second section of levels.
I'm actually going to add that to my description of the game here.
Yeah, okay, just...
Later levels. I think that is going to be the best description.
Okay, so...
It's like the lost levels, except they're not lost, they're just there.
Yeah. But yeah, let me know when y'all are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready for the countdown.
Cool. So I'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And so one big factor in the speedrun is that you can collect items to be able to skip a lot of the levels, and you'll see me getting this star because getting 5 stars can give you a continue, and those are pretty important to get because you don't start with any continues if you use a password.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna want to get this rainbow here, and I can use it to skip the level, to skip the rest of this level, having to do everything.
Yeah, a rainbow always lets you skip the level?
Yeah, there aren't rainbows in every level, but there aren't a lot of them. You'll also see me getting a book power-up, which makes me go to a bonus stage, but after that, the level is also complete, so it's not always the fastest to get it, but it can give you an extra life. And you see in this difficulty, the enemies can shoot back, which makes the second section of levels pretty annoying.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So...
I do remember the match for this game, and I think that one difficulty is that, at least for new players of this game, if you haven't played it before, when you collect the enemy's corpses, you actually have to be pretty fast in order to get everything else, make sure that they don't go away. so that you can finish the stage.
Yeah, that can definitely be an issue. Yeah. And so you'll see me going into the fun stage.
Is the point for every level to collect all the enemy corpses if you don't skip it?
Yeah, that's the point. Well, in every level except for a level coming up later. Except for the very last level, that's the point of it. And so this can be a little tricky. You see these power-ups I'm getting. One big problem with power-ups is that if you collect another power-up, it overrides that power-up, and it can be pretty easy to accidentally override it. Okay, this I'm gonna want to get the bomb here. Ideally, I would have kept the blue things can just shoot like all the way, and so that would have been the best for taking care of that blue dinosaur. But I just used bomb, which destroyed everything on the screen.
I do not like this camera.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Well, like, this game is a little bit odd just because there's a strange border around everything. What platform was this on again?
Amiga.
Yeah.
And DOS as well.
Gotcha.
I mean, the strange border grows to look like a CRT TV. You're watching Magic Boy.
Well, maybe they should have made it look... You don't need that. If you're playing on a CRT, you're gonna get that feeling.
Yeah.
I don't think you should question it.
Well, whatever. I can question whatever I want.
Yeah. And so after beating the first 4 levels, you can go to the next 4. You have to beat the first 4 to be able to access the last 4. And another thing with this is that like the enemies can be like, if you don't actually get rid of the enemies enough time, they'll come back and you'll take a death.
Honestly, I'm just watching a lot of the movement in here, and this game was really tricky in Kusagrande. It's impressive to see how you're moving here.
Aw, thanks. So that thing I just got, honestly did not know it existed. Like I didn't know that book was there. I just shot that and it appeared. But hey, new strats.
Was that faster?
Well, it might be if there's a way to actually avoid destroying the enemies. Like, I think most of the enemies are in the way, so it's probably... Most of the enemies are in the way in this level, so it's likely not faster, but I'll look into that more. It does let me get an extra life, which in this game can be pretty helpful, because taking deaths is pretty easy. So, it's a good safe strat.
These levels, can you do the 4 of them in any order?
Yeah. Like, if the level display is like if it's filled in, you can do it, but if it's blacked out, you can't do it. So, moving on to this, but I just kind of in whatever's fastest for the menu.
Yeah, this kid's a good guy. You know, honestly, I'd probably try to pick on him if I got the chance, but only if I were related to him, you know?
Oh.
He definitely... Okay, look. He's in wizard school, okay? I don't even remember his name, except that he's Magic Boy. He's in wizard school, and he accidentally let all the animals loose, and so he has to go and capture them all. That's the basic premise of this. So he deserves to be made fun of.
Well, maybe those animals needed to be out. That's what my cats keep trying to tell my kid.
Well, I mean, that's kind of true, too. Oh my gosh. But
okay, this...
Corndan, cats always go right back in.
Or cats always went right back in.
That part in particular there is pretty tricky because I need to hit a really precise angle to be able to get that blue book, and if I don't get it right there, I won't be able to get it ever, and the rest of the level's pretty tricky if I don't get it, so yeah. The another hard thing with this is that the power-ups kind of move in like a... It's really hard to predict the angle that they'll come out in.
I hate this camera. This is so ugly.
Valid.
How it goes up
Like,
and down and up and down and...
Yeah, the graphics are okay, but I don't want to feel like I'm being yanked around when I'm playing a game.
Yeah. So this just has a rainbow right at the beginning, so it's just not really hard to do if you know it's there.
Yeah, I like that we've got the annoying blocks.
Yeah. This isn't on the Genesis now.
Wet World!
Yep.
What a name. So inspiring. Well, better than Moist World, I guess. That would be, yeah, I wouldn't be playing this game at all. Be like, yeah, we're done.
That's because nobody wants to hear anybody talk about something being moist. Moist is like the worst word in the English language.
Yeah. By the way, I just know because I've seen this game before, some of the jumps that you're doing to get over
Really
screens
hard.
are not easy. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, a lot of them I'm pretty sure are like either 1 or 2 frame windows to get like 1 or 2 60ths of a second. I don't even know if that's the frame rate this game runs at, but still. But
Yeah.
they're really precise. Like, I remember the Kusa grinding match when they were in that one level. It was a thing. Oh, I didn't know there was a book.
Trying to pretend they're a cat.
I'm glad that every animal meows at you, okay?
Yeah.
So was there a book earlier? I thought I saw a green book.
Yeah, there was. I wasn't aware it was there, so that's some new routing.
Heck yeah!
New tricks discovered during the playthrough of this. Heck yeah.
No, it's always good. Oh, I've had that happen every once in a while doing a stream for something. I'm like, oh, I've got an idea now. And sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Do do do.
So here I want to get this so that I can like perform it and get one of the rainbows easily later on in the level.
I think it is Toad in Mario Kart 64 getting hit with a shell.
Oh.
Or at least it's really close to that.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I need to find out when this came out now.
Oh, yeah.
Way before Mario 64.
1959. No, that's a movie. It's not the game. Okay. Magic Boy came out. It appears the Super Nintendo version, at least, was 1993. So, Super Mario Kart, if it had that sound, maybe had it. No, let's just Super Nintendo over that.
Well, I mean, let's do Nintendo over everything.
Nah, I'm good. I like being happy, Corndan. And I like the new Animal Crossing. Oh, we're...
I do really like the new Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah.
I have to worry about it, though, because my
Your
son will
kid
pick up
keeps
the
selling...
Switch.
He keeps
He
selling
sells
your
my
clothes. Yeah, so you just run around naked?
Well, and like your underwear, but I have a fishing rod.
Okay.
Right, I have like 4 fishing rods. I don't know why.
Maybe he goes and buys you fishing rods because he's like,
He does!
My dad likes to fish. Sell my clothes to buy more fishing rods.
It's all the flimsy ones too. He could at least get me the good ones.
What a shame. Well, the good ones are more expensive though. And I don't imagine your clothes are worth a lot, Corndan.
I had fancy clothes.
Gucci?
Maybe.
Or
I don't know.
Applebee's. I imagine Applebee's shares or sells at least one shirt, you know?
I don't know. I don't.
Random
gosh.
meowing.
Okay, so this is the second to last level of the water area.
Just after the water area, I think.
I believe
Right?
so. Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 more levels after this. I don't remember exactly what we're on.
Oh, okay.
The game kind of blends together after a while. That being said, I really do appreciate like what the designers did. Even if it can be a little bit rude and not everything was the best thought out, it still has a lot of creative ideas.
I would say at least the level design really appears fairly unique, and you're definitely having to do different things with every level that you're playing here.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 more levels for this world, and I got 5 stars recently, which gave me an extra continue, which can be pretty helpful.
Ooh.
Normally, if you're playing starting from the beginning of the game, you start with 3 continues, but if you start from a password, you don't start with any, so that's a little rude.
It's pretty rude.
Yeah. This could be hard to get. I think I should just restart. I didn't get like the book. You'll see that in a little bit. So I didn't shoot it at the right angle. So it's best to probably just restart the level if I do that.
Do you like lose a life if you restart the level?
No, you don't. That's a pretty generous aspect of this game. You just have to. You won't get any points though. So I guess if you're going for high score, you don't want to do that.
There we go.
Yeah. I don't know if this is necessarily faster, but it's the safest method in this game, I would say.
Sounds good to me. Honestly, I hear a lot of button mashing on your side. Why do you have so much tapping?
Well, it's just the safest way to get the enemy. They can come pretty quickly, so yeah.
I gotcha. So shooting as quickly as possible is gonna just make sure that you're alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought for a second it might have been the jump button, but no, it's definitely the shoot button. Oh, also right there, those the platforms that we were seeing that sort of get impressed when you walk on them. They're actually spikes, so if you jump on them, you'll end up dying.
Yeah, you need to like walk onto them. Who that worked out?
Rude.
Yeah, that could have been worse.
Yeah, that actually looked really tricky right at the end.
Yeah, I missed it on the first pass, but so I had to get on the second one. But it was pretty tricky. But luckily, it worked out okay.
Plastic place.
Yeah.
See, it's the place where plastic is, bro. I don't
So
know
the Pacific Ocean?
Yes.
We're going back to the ocean? Oh,
Apparently.
That is very not happy humor there. Oh, what are these
blocks,
bubbles?
ice physics?
Yeah, those are like ice blocks. So yeah, ice physics.
Okay, I didn't know until you asked, Corndan. I'm not sure I'm glad you asked, but yeah.
Well, we need to know these things.
Yep.
I suppose. Okay, so we've got a giant nosed enemy who's left, it looks like.
Yeah, I need to wait for the downward shooting power to run out, or at least that's the easiest way to handle that. Because power-ups, you can't just get rid of them, you have to wait for them to run out, so yeah, that's...
Can you override them with another power-up?
Well, yeah, but there weren't any power-ups right there that I could get easily.
All right, I'll
blame Plastic
let it
Place.
be. Plastic Place making him wait.
Oh. So they're like it can be kind of annoying because like the enemy's on like the other side of the screen and like yeah.
Your bullets wrap around. I mean, I know you do at those locations, but I haven't seen you shooting like through those doors.
I don't believe so. Yeah, the enemy isn't coming back, so yeah.
Huh.
So... you have to be careful with how you do some of this, because it can be pretty annoying.
I hate these balloons. And balloons are rubber, not plastic.
Yeah.
Stupid balloons. They couldn't even
I
get
don't
the
have
theme
plastic
right.
balloons.
I don't have plastic balloons. I don't have any balloons. I mean, you can get like the really lightweight aluminum, like, or foil balloons. Those.
That's Mylar.
Yeah, Mylar.
It's a plastic.
That's plastic? Okay.
Oh, of a sort.
Mylar. It's a polyester film made from stretch polyethylene terephthalate. There are a lot of words here. Terephthalate. Terephthalate. There we go. Yeah, so it's polyester.
And you should be collecting those extra letters there. If you collect all of them, you can get another life, so you want to be sure to collect those when you can. And that's a lot of the time why I go into these bonus areas.
Okay, gotcha. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're gonna do nothing but wait a little bit in those bonus areas and it's faster than killing all the enemies, then I suppose it makes sense. But at the same time, you know, one-hit death from everything means that every level is a little hard.
Yeah. This is not the easiest game. Oh, heck. Okay.
Any importance where those blocks go from blue to red?
If you get all of them in level, you'll get 1,000 points, and points don't do anything.
Well, that's dumb. I'm very disappointed in the developers of this game for
It
having
looks like I need to restart the level because those blocks that disappear, if you do them at the wrong time, they won't respawn, and you need to restart the level. So that's what I'm having to do here. So this is kind of a rude game.
You kind of appreciate he has a special animation for going to the map and restarting the level.
Yeah, that's kind of pretty neat. Yeah.
You know, I feel like he's got to have some really strong thighs. Like, with all this jumping, he's just climbing towers and definitely has good legs.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Okay.
Dead.
These enemies can be pretty scary, which I guess has kind of been established with this game. We're getting pretty close to a pretty annoying level. I'll say that as I get hit by a thing. No, this isn't the annoying level I'm talking about.
I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. There.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, it's better than I would play.
Don't worry, this can have some pretty rude points. I'd rather... Okay, and there'll be like one of those books coming up in this part, so I can just do that. And there, I got another continue, so...
Another bonus.
Yeah. Oh, this, like, screen isn't the most visually friendly.
And then you just sit there for so long. Oh.
That
Okay.
up and down gets to me.
I need action, Garb. I need action.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the really annoying level. It's not too bad yet, but the positioning of enemies in this level in particular is pretty obnoxious.
Bee just fart on you? Because it kind of looked like it.
I mean, I guess that's one way it could be interpreted. Oh. Okay, the placement of those can be really, really annoying, but... oh no, it's stuck all the way up there. That's not how I want it to go, honestly. Okay, that's better. Now I just need to get it. Okay, that level actually went really well for how it can go sometimes. Oh no.
I hate collectathons.
What? It's not that bad.
Corndan, I hate collectathons.
Why?
They're so boring.
Isn't that boring?
I'm bored.
I mean, you're bored.
Oh, do you wanna...
Well, I'm still enjoying it.
Corndan!
The title of the show is Don't Make Us Bored. It's not Don't Make Brossentia Bored.
Well, I'm gonna change the title.
Well, you'll have to do that for next week.
Oh.
Well, it's gonna get a little bit less collectathon-y after in the next part. There aren't as many things collected in the final world.
All right. You better be right, otherwise I'm gonna change the name of the show. Don't make Brossentia bored.
I mean, I appreciate it. There's a lot of skill that goes into this.
I mean, I know it's
and
really
that's what
difficult.
happens when you jump on it.
Yeah. Okay. I like the cats are pretty exciting. The dead bodies, those are pretty exciting. Okay.
I mean, the dead bodies are a little weird mechanic for I want you to go collect all the corpses in a level. That part I don't get, but whatever.
Well, I understand,
yeah.
like, you know, killing all the enemies and having a way to show that you actually killed them yourself.
I mean, sure, you need to bring back the blood, you know, head of your enemies, I guess.
You just killed dogs. You think that's okay, Corndan?
Well, I mean, you also killed elephants. Is that okay? Maybe.
I mean, I don't like elephants, but I'm not gonna kill them.
Well,
Future Zone.
Yeah, here I'm just gonna be like doing a thing like getting a rainbow pretty quickly into this level.
So futuristic. They have chain link in the background.
well, that's how you know it's futuristic.
No, that's like 1950s. That's when.
Well, we don't know when this took place.
Not the 1950s. This is
Yeah,
future,
it could have been like the
not past.
1700s.
Wow. Actually, you've got a point.
We don't. Nobody knows when Magic Boy takes place, and since we don't see magic now, right? Clearly, magic's already gone away.
You know, I feel bad, but I kind of have to agree with you. What an old
And
child.
I mean, this is definitely clearly like the 1950s representation of, you know, science fiction. I mean, who has that sort of, you know, flying UFO looking thing? Nobody does.
I guess I kind of agree. That haircut is definitely not anything past the 1800s. It's like somebody took a knife and was like, "We're cutting your hair." Henry.
Wow.
Oh, I like this music. Okay.
Yeah.
You only have one guy here. Is that like a boss, or he's just hiding somewhere up here and it's all platforms?
Yeah, it's not a boss. It's just a regular enemy.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't feel like this really follows the difficulty curve of the rest of the game, but I don't know.
Chad is definitely right. I shouldn't make fun of people's haircuts. But look, my hair is worse than Magic Boy's right now. I can make fun of his haircut, okay, because he's superior to me.
Punching up.
Punching up. Yeah, there we go. See, you make fun of the elite and the people who are in power. That's important.
Yep.
Oh no, he's gonna collect my corpse. Ah! Oh, okay. Never make fun of Magic Boy, apparently.
Yeah. Okay, this level can be a little problematic because this enemy is positioned in a way that it's pretty hard to actually get rid of him. Get rid of the bird because it's possible to just land in the water if you're not careful. Okay.
Oh,
And-
by the way, chat, you are completely wrong. This is not what I looked like as a kid. I was super skinny.
Yeah, he was 10-10.
Did you just damage boost?
Well, so after you take a death, you have like a very small window that you can get rid of an enemy, and I happened to get rid of it at the exact correct time that I would, even though I fell in the water there, I was able to finish soul since I cleared out the last enemy. Like, that would have killed me.
Effectively, you finish the stage before you technically die.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty cool.
No,
Yeah.
seriously, as a kid, I looked like I forgot what food was. Like, I was really skinny up until, I think, about when I was a teenager. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's what food is. And then I really knew what it was.
So is that what Hieronymus Bosch's heck is all about?
No, thank goodness. That was my that was filmed during my I know what food is, however, I don't have money because I'm in college and don't have a job years.
Right, that's fair.
Yeah. I remember when I went back home, somebody asked me if I had cancer. I'm like, he's like, you might want to get that checked out. My creepy bus driver, Roland, okay? The one who would, like, actually literally abuse people on the bus, like, pull their ears or their hair or their nose. Yeah, he asked me if I had cancer, and I'm like, I kind of hate you. Sorry, go ahead, Garb, you were talking.
I'm really sorry to write this to you, bro, but we're getting really close to the end of the run, so you won't be getting to see this for much longer at all. I'm really sorry to say. I know you were loving this so much.
Oh, it's so great, yeah. I'll collect the thumbs, absolutely. You know, if I go to a party, I want to just collect. That's what I do at parties. I just collect all of their stuff.
Speaking of collecting, there isn't any collecting in this final level.
Yes.
Here you just need to get into the house, and for the most part it's pretty easy, but there's invisible platforms that you need to like shoot to reveal where they are, so it can be kind of a bit tricky.
A mechanic that's introduced basically in this level, or is that a mechanic that was introduced earlier in the game that we just never had to worry about?
Yeah, it was introduced early in the game. There aren't any moving platforms, but you could shoot to reveal platforms. So, on existing platforms, but this is the first invisible platform. And time will be coming in a little bit. Time.
Heck yeah. You got it, Magic Boy. Wiggle that
Awesome.
wand. Do we get to see an ending?
Yeah.
This isn't an
second
ending.
section. Huh?
It's text.
Well, well, look, Magic Boy thanking us.
That's not Magic Boy. It could have been like a scribe.
It's not now because it's now Magic Wizard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Master Wizard.
And now he's too good for you to give you anything else.
Stupid Magic Boy. Stupid. Oh, you know what, Garb? That was actually a really fun playthrough, and I think that I would not have seen this much of the game if not for you.
Oh, thanks. And look, a game over screen after you complete the game, as is in every cool game.
Oh, I mean, it's not wrong. It's not wrong at all. Seriously, though, great job. I'm glad that you were able to get through that. And Corndan, thank you for fighting for the game, because I hate collectathons.
It's a good watch because that game is hard.
Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Corndan, and I hope you enjoyed it as well, bro.
I enjoyed being here for the experience.
Oh.
And you played well. I just don't like Magic Boy.
That's cold. That's cold.
He's dumb. Just look at him. He's dumb. You can tell because he looks dumb. And like a nerd.
I want to, like, okay, the elephant, I can see what that is. What the heck is that thing to his, I guess his right, but our left as we're looking at it? I don't know what that is, and that's...
Oh, I no longer have it pulled up. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's okay. Garb, seriously, great job. I hope that you send some more stuff in. And I hope that Corndan can learn what is exciting in video games.
I know what's coming next, and that is also pretty exciting.
Oh,
let's be honest.
Yeah.
Garb,
Yeah,
I
so
just have
thanks
to
for
joke
having me.
about this. I love this. Thank you so much.
But yeah, thanks for having me. It was so much fun.
Take care. We'll go ahead and work on getting ready for the last game of the day. It's going to be Jaxler 1 playing through an exciting game called Neopets, The Darkest Faerie. Okay. Yeah, Corndan, you want to head on over to the other room so that we can begin
Other room.
talking? Okay, the blue room. Blue. Hello there, Jaxler.
Hey, Brossentia, what's up?
Hey, just getting ready for the final game of today. Yeah, you're ending everything. So
ending things in style.
Neopets, you know. So I think let me just no, shut up. Sorry, that was me. I actually ended up ruining everything. It's okay though.
You ruined everything?
It happens.
Well, I mean, I ruined probably people's ears is what I'd guess. That's all right. They'll live.
I mean, nothing else is just our ears.
I suppose. Well, everybody, I want to give you a quick reminder that if you would like to play for this, you are more than welcome to submit a run over. We should have a link if you are interested. Now,
in fact, I just posted it for you guys.
Oh, you rock, Corndan. I'm gonna go ahead and say as well that everything that you're seeing today is actually exactly what was submitted by the first people. Yeah, we actually cut nothing for today. And
I don't really want to cut things later, right?
Oh, I
it
agree.
Just will be that, you know, I don't want to cut anybody who has something to show. Whether or not we can show them the week they submit is a different story.
Yeah, and whether or not we get bored is another question. So
also another question. Yes.
Yeah. So far, Corndan is really good at not getting bored.
I am pretty good at not getting bored.
Good job. Yeah, honestly, I would love to see more of people's runs. Please do send in. Now, question, Jaxler, I see that there's a black border around this game. Is that border going to be staying there the entire time?
Yes, the game is really funky on resolution, so you can just crop around it, it'll be fine.
What? A Neopets game having weird, crappy resolution issues? Say it ain't so.
Well, I think that's more an issue of my capture card, but I mean, we'll make it work.
No,
It's a 4x3 resolution. Just capture cards, capture all the overscan and everything that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm blaming Neopets.
I mean, that's fine. Blame Neopets.
It's much more convenient that way. I do agree.
Oh yeah. Now, I feel like I don't know what I'm thinking. Like, my brain is gone tonight. I usually don't have to get stream stuff all organized and stuff when it comes to what? When I don't know. For Tuesdays.
So
I just play my own games. So my brain's already gone for today.
Yeah, I bet.
So you gotta keep me entertained.
Well, we'll see. This game is quite interesting. So, just to make sure, are you getting game audio from my end?
Give me just a second because I am going to check that in right now.
I would be very. Dan was very kind and sat with me on call for about 30 minutes helping me get this set up, so I'd be very sad if it broke.
It's coming through great.
Oh, I hear it. This is
Sick.
beautiful. Sounds like Neopets to me.
Yeah, this game actually, believe it or not, has pretty good music. And whenever I show this game off, I always like to start it with an apology, because this is one of those speedruns that makes the game look a lot worse than it actually is. Now, obviously, I'm biased because I grew up with this game for some reason, and I enjoyed playing it as a kid, and I still, enjoy playing it. But
Okay.
I don't want to spoil anything, but
Well,
just
don't
keep that
worry.
on the back of your head.
I think that we're ready for you to get rolling whenever you'd like.
All right, so I guess I should probably explain what this game is, because most people, when they think about Neopets, they think about the Flash game, the MMO.
Yeah.
So this game is a 3D action adventure game. The way I always pitch it when I submit it to GDQ is it's a PS2 action adventure that wished upon a star to become a true Zelda game, and it just inherited all the speed tech and glitches.
Aw.
In the best way possible. So yeah, this only ever came out on the PS2, but it's a really, really cool run, and I'm excited to show you all. So yeah, so I'm ready to go. I am ready to go when you folks are. Time starts on new game.
Okay,
All right.
you do the countdown.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, now the game is gonna look like it's gonna freeze for a second. Don't worry, that's normal.
What?
Don't worry about it. The game is just really trying to chug out these FMVs that I'm going to skip. Game, skip the FMV. Thank you. Sometimes my no, that's not a fault of the game. That's a fault of my PS2 controller. Anyway, welcome to Neopets: The Darkest Faerie. We're gonna be starting out here as Tor. He's our first of 2 playable characters in this game. You're gonna notice off the bat I kind of just fall into this hole. I'm going down here to grab a treasure chest to grab some money. I don't know how. Oh, hold on a second. Let me make sure that is enough. Shoot. Hold on. We're gonna restart because that is not enough money to continue the
I'll
run.
restart our timer.
That's like a 2% roll. I kid you not.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking. That is like a 2% roll. Well, I apologize for wasting more of your time, but you need at least 150. I got 143. That is so rare.
Seriously? Oh, baby. Like, this isn't even a marathon, but that is marathon luck.
That is so marathon luck. We're gonna we're gonna roll this from the top. Usually you get somewhere around like 200 to like 350. So getting 143 is an amazingly low roll. Now, in the game casually, you can like find these 4-leaf clover upgrades. I'm just gonna screw this. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm keeping track of time on my own end as well.
Whatever.
But we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. So yeah, there is a bit of RNG with some of the chest drops in this game. Generally speaking, chests are assigned to either drop money or like a certain pool of power-ups and consumables and stuff, because this is an action-adventure game.
So, who are you playing as?
I am playing as Tormund. He is a yellow loop, and he is a farm boy who dreams of becoming a knight.
A yellow what?
Loop. L-U-P-E.
I don't think that's
that is
real.
a better roll. All right, we can continue the run now. I'm so sorry. That was extremely unlucky. So that got us like 300 Neo points. So we're good to go now.
Yay!
Yay! We're totally fine now. Yeah, I would have kept going, but there's really no backup at this point in the game, so we're gonna make do.
I love that everybody's pointing out
Lupus.
this is a furry game.
Oh yeah, this game is Furry Legend of Zelda. It's pretty great. And
Yeah,
just
it
like
is.
every Legend of Zelda game, we start out the run with Forced Escape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump, turn around, and I'll grab this ledge, and we are already out of bounds. So I'm gonna go through this wall, and oh yeah, baby, we are out of bounds, and we are trekking. So we're gonna do this to skip the tutorial sequence of the game. Now the reason this even works is that the way the game is programmed is there is a infinite floor at y = 0 as a default failsafe. And what the game will do is if the game thinks that there is a platform above you that you should technically be on, it will warp you up to it. And that is exactly what we're going to abuse coming up here. So I'm looking for a very specific platform in the distance to rise myself up to get back in bounds. And you have to be a little bit careful the way you do this, because if you're not careful, you can load in another farm, and you're basically soft locked. So you're going to see me warp right here. Boing. So now we're all the way up here, and then this wall doesn't exist. And then we're going to go down the hill, and then this wall is one-sided, and then we're back in bounds.
Okay.
And I want to say that saves about 10 minutes. There's like a whole bunch of tutorial stuff. The whole opening sequence is like you wake up, you do some chores, you get a quest from like your father to go deliver a package to the castle town of this game. And he gives you a wooden training sword to take with you to defend yourself. Now, if that sounds very familiar to you, that's because it's exactly the same as the opening to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, where you start off herding animals, doing chores, and then you eventually have to take a parcel to Castle Town. So we like to joke that this game is the highlight of Twilight Princess, because this game actually came out about a year to 2 years before Twilight Princess did.
Yeah, it did.
And it rips off the plot completely, just like Highlight did for the original Zelda.
But how do you rip off a plot if you do it first?
You see, it's called being obscure. I don't have a great answer for you.
I think Nintendo stole again. Nintendo, we've already seen one of your thieveries.
We've already sued Nintendo once this stream. What's one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So what we just did is we're in a bit of a dire predicament because, like I mentioned earlier, by skipping the tutorial, it logically follows that we skip the wooden sword that our dad gives us. So we are completely defenseless right now. So the reason I got the money from the chest, as well as picked up that golden rose thing from that Thief's Cavern, was so that I can get 500 Neo points, and that's going to allow me to buy the second worst sword of the game. And yeah, over the course of the game, we're supposed to get a bunch of armor upgrades and weapon upgrades. Yeah, for the entire game, we're going to start out with this we're going to play the whole run with this crappy sword and a potato sack for a outfit.
Okay. I am seeing the game be a little bit choppy. Are you seeing that, Corndan?
I am.
Okay, just to let you know.
Okay. That might be, on my end, that might also just be the game. We don't know.
I love it.
All right, now this is actually really funny. The game, because of the way the game is set up, the game just assumes that we've went through the whole tutorial and gotten the parcel. So we're gonna get ambushed by, I forget the name of this species of Neopet, but a parcel's just gonna come flying out of our pack here that we never got, and we're gonna have to go chase after it.
Okay.
Now, because this is a Zelda game, we're obviously gonna be skipping a bunch of stuff. However, we have to go chase after these guys because all of the shops and activities in Castletown, Meridell, are all closed until we go through this sort of scripted event. Now,
this sound effect, it's so good.
This is also cool too. What I just did, there's a lot going on here at the start, I apologize. That was called a text boost. If you jump into an NPC, talk to them, and then do a weird kind of combat strafe maneuver, you get a ton of speed out of it, and you can get a jump out of it, and it saves like a second every time you do it, but it's really cool, so I go for it when it's not fast.
By the way, I am watching your stream, and indeed, the timer keeps going when the game freezes, so it's definitely the game. It's the game.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're immediately gonna go drown.
You're like, that's not surprising.
Yeah, so in most cases, there are some cases where drowning will just instant game over you, which is really, really frustrating when you're trying to glitch hunt this game. But in most cases, what it'll do is it'll put you at a predetermined location, and so we drown in the moat on purpose to put us closer to our next destination, which is the shop. Okay, that blue dragon will randomly despawn, so I saved a second there for free on RNG. Sweet. All right. Here's the here's the weaponsmith. So we got a sword. and then I'm immediately gonna equip this leaf mote that you saw me pick up, but I probably explained over it.
Okay.
These are elemental buffs this is actually kind of one of the like mechanics of the game that's like super cool that I've never seen another game do. Essentially, you can apply these motes to your weapon, your armor, or your shield, which we're going to be getting in a little bit here, and they confer elemental properties. So against certain enemy types, it'll confer an elemental attack bonus. Against others, it can like add armor and shield resist and even let you reflect projectiles. The gimmick, though, is every time you take a hit or deal a hit, it lowers the number that starts at 100 whenever you pick one up. So there's a little bit, at least in casual play, a bit of management, and you'll see a little bit of that further into the run. So now we've got a couple of arena fights here. The first one is required to beat the game because this is... Okay, don't dodge. Thank you. So that rogue is going to go down, and winning that fight is going to get us a shield. The shield is really important for beating the game because it's just required for the final boss. It's also going to let us do some fantastic cheese strats coming up here. Now, we're going to actually go through with the rest of the arena fights for kind of an interesting routing reason. We can get a ton of money from doing all of these fights. The last one alone gives us 2K, which is huge. And we're going to spend that all on consumables. And that might seem super slow, but trust me. But yeah, this game is old, so I apologize on the... This game is also held together by duct tape and dreams.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, on the best of days, a 15-year-old disc might be a little bit dinged. You know, welcome to 15-year-old technology. You know, there's probably gonna be some
trying to buy a not terribly used disc off eBay. But yeah, so something I've been doing is something called shield canceling, where if I hold shield at the end of these 3-hit combos, it cancels some of the end lag on the last hit. Ooh. And that allows me to attack faster than normal, so I can still knock a couple of enemies. Unfortunately, this guy is a literal pile of poop, and he acts like one too. So he's got 2 attacks. Okay, that was actually really lucky. He actually decided to cooperate today. But he has 2 main attacks. He has an overhead collarbone breaker, and he has like that wind-up haymaker. You try the premise of the fight is you're trying to shield to bait out the wind-up haymaker, and then you can punish him after you shield block it. But if he does the overhead slam, you can actually strafe to the right and be able to dodge it, but it's really precise.
Okay, the next arena fight here, huh?
All right, this one is way easier than all the others, even though this is like a mid to late game enemy. Just watch how quickly he goes down with shield canceling. Oh, I clanked on the wall, but it's not a big deal. He's gone. Later, dude.
Wow.
So that gives us 1,000 Neo points. We've got one more fight coming up here, and this is going to be against... So if I do this sunlock right, it shouldn't be a problem. But if I clank against his armor, I could be in danger of dying. So you actually don't want to shield cancel here. One of the other runners, Monster 860, tested this. And if you're not frame perfect, I kid you not, frame perfectly your shield cancels, he'll parry your attack and like do a little boatload of damage to you. So let's see if I get it here. So I'm not shield canceling on purpose to bait out in a claw attack. And down he goes. All right, that was actually pretty good.
Nice.
Was or not?
Pretty good.
Yeah, also,
Yeah, go ahead.
Hopefully the stream didn't disappear for a second because I accidentally locked my computer.
Way to go. No, it was fine.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. That fight doesn't have much going on there. Anyway, we're going to make a brief run to this potion shop to grab a bunch of what are called potions of Mirka speed, and we're going to dump all of our money into them. All the money we just won from the arena here. And we're not going to use any of them yet, and I will explain why later. But those, each of those potions saves about 45 seconds in movement. They allow you to go turbo speed. And I don't want to use them right now because... when you're like jumping in the air, you have a set speed. And if you're jumping midair under the effects of this potion, it doesn't make you go as fast. It's kind of a little ridiculous. But so that's the arena fights. That was kind of a slower part of the run, but if you thought the out of bounds was crazy at the start of the run, you're really gonna like this next part. Yeah, let's just I don't want to spoil anything, but essentially the game is split up into 4 acts. There's one act where you get introduced to this character. There's a short act 2 where you get introduced to the next character. Act 3, they meet up together and try to start saving the world.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're just gonna avoid the plot for right now. There's a whole lot to talk about with this game. And then Act 4 is like end game, if you will.
Ooh.
And so we're going to be trying to get to an area in Act 3 during Act 1. That is going to cause some shenanigans. All right, this is a frame perfect trick, so this might take me a second. You'll know when I get it. So it's going to look like I'm intentionally drowning a lot here. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's because you are intentionally drowning a lot.
I am, but sort of, kind of, not really. That was frame early. It's a little ambiguous sometimes. That should work. Okay, so now I'm walking inside of water. There's a 1-frame window where you can strike your sword and you'll start walking in a river, but it's very finicky. So now we're gonna hit an invisible wall, jump out of the water, and now we're at that y=0 plane. So now I'm gonna pop my first potion of miracle speed, and we are zooming. That's why we did all these arena fights. All right, now this is where the black magic starts to come into play. I'm gonna use a specific visual cue with that rock in the distance. Stop right here. Things are gonna load in right there, and now I'm gonna turn around. So this entire game is a giant patchwork quilt of loading triggers because this game is a giant open world game that went for the seamless loading transitions, like no loading screens deal. Ooh. So what I'm doing is I'm going to very key areas here to load in specific parts of the map, and we're trying to get to the abandoned mines here. So I'm looking to hit a very specific part of that platform up there. I tried to point it out with the camera, but okay, we got it. That's very, very good. Now I'm gonna wait for some collision to spawn in. There it is. So I'm gonna walk slowly onto this platform and then fall off. Touching that little bit of geometry activates a crucial loading trigger for the mines right there. So that black square right there that you see is the mines. And so I'm gonna run up against this invisible wall, play it a little safe. And now here we are. So fall down here, and then I'm gonna hit a wall, gonna jump, and I should teleport inside the mines. Perfect. Okay, that strat is really scary, but I do have like a backup save there just in case. So now we're in an area of Act 3 as Act 1 tour, which is kind of amazing. And I also picked up a moat right there. That's gonna come into play a lot later into the run. But every time I pick up one of these new moats for the first time, I'm jumping into it to skip a text box.
Like, I'm kind of surprised. This game looks really complicated. Like,
it is so insane. This game kind of got broken in half about 6 months ago by a new runner named Monster. He basically like tore the game files open. Ooh, that's a Nova mode. That's really lucky. All those pink crystals have rare drops, so I like to check them, see if we can get an extra speed potion. This game got like broken open in terms of the source code and actually led to like 30 minutes of this used to be in like an hour 20 long run, and now the world record is just under 50. And that's all mostly thanks to Monster's work on like reverse engineering the code and finding a lot of crazy. Oh my gosh, I almost just killed the run. That was an instant game over, and I have not saved. So I would have had to do that crazy trick all over again. But luckily there is a save coming up right over here, which we are going to take. Because if I fall into the lava, that is very bad.
Oh, like everything else, instant death?
Oh yeah. So I'm actually going to equip the Nova mote here. Nova motes are very rare, and they have perfect elemental coverage on everything in the game, which means they're incredibly overpowered. So I'm going to be using it against this Ixie Chieftain fight. Now remember, this is an Act 3 boss fight. Look how quickly his... Okay, I screwed up the quick kill. But look how quick his health is going down. This is like a mid to end game boss, and he's dead.
Nice.
Because of the Nova motes, or just because
a combination of Nova motes and the shield canceling technique. You can essentially stun lock him before he has the chance to strike back. Now, keep in mind, even then, we have the second worst sword in the game, and he just goes down that fast.
That's amazing.
This game is
broken.
Quite spectacular.
Do you ever get one of the stronger swords?
Nope. We used to, because we got it for free through another glitch, but this is the sword we are going to be finishing the game with.
Ha! I love it.
I love it.
Oh no.
So here's what's even funnier. So in Act 3, you come to this part of the game to save Coggan villagers from these Ixie people, right? These evil Ixie people. I don't know. And you have to like search the mines and find everyone. But because of like a really easy jump I did to get to the save point, you only have to save the mayor. So you just get to skip like the majority of that section just because the designers were kind of dumb.
I don't like the other people anyway. You know, save the mayor.
It's okay. They'll bust themselves out of jail.
Exactly.
So we got a couple, So we got a couple Nova motes for free, just because they're there. And something that, camera, please don't. Something you're also noticing me is I'm kind of just like falling off these ledges, like, which might sound just kind of random, but this game stole the auto hop mechanic from Ocarina of Time and like every other 3D Zelda game. But if you hold down L2, which is a combat strafe, which is basically a budget version of Z targeting from Ocarina of Time, it disables that auto hop mechanic. And like I mentioned earlier, your airborne speed oftentimes is a lot slower than your running speed by holding down R1, or when you have the effects of the Mirka speed potion going.
The little lizard is cute.
I use that as just a sort of speed saving technique. So the whole reason we did this was to get another potato sack.
Okay.
So we get the Cloak of Heroes.
Potatoes.
In Act 3, this is a major, it's kind of random, but it's a kind of a semi-important quest item to be able to sneak back into Meridell after it gets taken over by the Darkest Faerie. But we are going to be using it for something completely different, and this is where the run starts to get really, really funny. So I'm not going to pop a potion just yet, but normally access into Coggan Village is restricted by this guard who's standing on the bridge until you become a squire as Tor and do all this other boring stuff that no one wants to see. So I apologize to the one person's childhood I just insulted, but I'm gonna do something kind of nasty here called a mega jump. Now check this out.
Oh baby.
Boom. All right, so, okay, essentially how that works is when you use the cloak, your weapon is automatically put away.
Was that barrier skip?
We've got
basically.
even greater barrier skips coming up later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We've got wrong warps to Ganon's castle. We have a collapse skip. We have everything. And essentially, so to explain how that glitch works, I guess that's a bridge skip from Twilight Princess.
There we go.
It's a little bit later into the run. Anywho, the reason that works is that if you attack with your sword, it automatically de-equips that cloak that I just put on. And that causes a ton of lag. So I can't explain all of the buttons that I'm holding down right now. I wish I had controller cam on so you can see how ridiculous. You have to like double claw grip it to do a mega jump. But yeah, I'm not kidding. You essentially lag the game so hard that you can buffer 2 jumps one frame after the other, and it stacks the momentum and allows you to go super high in the air. And that one was pretty good height. You can get even higher if you're nuts. You can also do it unbuffered, but it's really, really hard, so I don't do it unbuffered.
I'm actually really loving this run. Just all of the dumb tech. It's amazing.
Oh, it gets better, trust me.
Oh.
So we pick up a water moat there. That's going to be helpful in a fight later on. But we also, for a puzzle at the very end of the game, need to make sure that we have at least one of every element moat. The Supernova and Nova moats don't count for that total. So just keep that in mind. That water moat is just the fastest one to get. Now coming up here, we're going to be doing some more game-breaking things. At the very end of being a squire in Act 1, the final quest is to go help out Illison and Illison's Glade. Who those people are, I'm not going to burden you with the lore for right now. We have plenty of time to get into lore later in the run. But what I'm going to do
talk
here...
about lore? Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to turn around here, equip the cloak, and... Okay, the game... Sometimes that happens, so give me... that'll just put me right here. So I promise this is worth it. Trust me.
Okay.
This will look really, really cool.
Okay, I'm watching.
And we're in the wall. So that is
my
called ledge
gosh.
flying, and that lets you go through walls.
This is amazing.
Yeah, so the reason that works is that in a similar vein to mega jumping, you're buffering a jump by decloaking, but you do it at the same time you grab a ledge. And so what it does is it initiates the ledge grab, but it sets your gravity to like 0 and gives you the momentum of the jump. And that just lets you fly through the air and through walls. Now here's another crazy thing. Whoop! We're in a treehouse now. So that looks like kind of crazy, but essentially that's just an abuse of the upwarping trick that you saw me do at the very beginning of the run. Part of that platform actually sticks out of bounds, so we can abuse that mechanic in order to put us up here. Normally, all of the knights who, like in a lot of games, they'll send like everyone's best knights to go take care of the problem, and then they'll go missing. And then you're sent in as like the last string to like go figure out what happened, and you're supposed to go save the knights before you get up here. Well, first of all, we don't have to worry about saving the knights because they're kind of unloaded right now. But we also don't have to worry about them lowering down the elevator.
Oh my, they're not loaded?
Yeah, no, they're just empty cages that are locked.
It's
all
this. Good. This is amazing.
We skipped a couple of crucial loading triggers. A couple.
Well, I mean, like, that's probably fine. It's faster. You know, just don't
absolutely
load the things
faster.
you have to rescue. They don't exist. Who cares?
Oh, yeah.
They can rescue themselves. It's okay.
There's a lot of stuff like that that happens in this game if you do sequences out of order. We're theory crafting in all bosses category because any percent is just that broken. And there's that Ixie Chieftain boss appears both in Act 1 and Act 3. But if you do that glitch I did to activate the Act 3 boss early, the Act 1 boss permanently disappears from the game, and you can't kill him. So that's kind of posing a problem for us in routing right now. But all right, speaking of bosses, here's our first boss of the run, Narfus. I'm going to try to go for a quick kill that will look really funny if I hit it.
Ooh.
Let's see if I get lucky. Nope. Never lucky. So I was going for a multi-hit attack there. For whatever reason, if you space correctly, it'll cause him to like take half of his health bar like in several frames. It's really weird.
Seriously?
Yeah, so someone asked, and yes, I'm gonna try to set up for it. There's multiple, like you can kind of just get it randomly. I'm gonna see if I can get like the. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you just heard like the damage hit stun sound just play like 6 billion times. That's because with multi-hit attacks on bosses, they can just hit every frame sometimes. There's not really a consistent way to get that done, but that was actually a really clean Narfus fight. He can really troll you if you're not mentally prepared. You can practice all you want, but if you're not mentally prepared, he will destroy your run.
I love that all the cutscenes have you in like fancy armor and all of that, and then we come back burlap sack.
Oh yeah. Because as part of becoming the Squire, in order to be legitimate enough, you have to buy a new set of armor.
Hey, burlap is totally in these days.
Oh yeah. So we're immediately going to go out of bounds again. Now that we've done that boss fight, we hit a certain crucial story flag that when we enter Meridol Castle, it'll trigger the end of Act 1. So now we're going to clip out of bounds here with another ledge fly. And so now we're going to be sort of in the same area that we were when we entered Illisen's Glade. And so normally in like the world record route, I would be doing a bit of a different setup for the next major sequence break I'm going to do.
Okay.
But it has a very high chance of outright killing the run if I screw something up, and it's very difficult. So we're not going to risk it. We're going to take the safer of the two wrong warps. So yeah, you heard me right. So that water extends really far below. So we're in bounds now.
Yay!
Yay, we're in bounds. And now I'm going to pop another Mirka Speed Potion, and we get to go zoom.
So maybe because I missed this, if you said something about it, when you're at the y=0 plane, right, and you're doing out of bounds, is it any ledge that you come up to next you'll pop up into, or do you have to like jump up?
It's certain geometry.
Okay.
It's a little bit complicated, and I'm sure Monster will yell at me about it later. All right. Anyway, we're gonna go back out of bounds immediately, and we're gonna do some more black magic shenanigans. So that wall doesn't exist, and now we're gonna fall down, and over here is an area called Shadow Glen Woods. Now, the trick we're gonna be doing was discovered by Monster, and is the thing that single-handedly cut about, I want to say 30 to 45 minutes off of the 80% route.
Ooh.
I'm going to go up to the platform of this tunnel with another upward and then fall back out. That critical step loads in Shadow Glen Woods. So you're going to see it load in right over there. And now everything's going to turn back into Bright. And now essentially what we did is unloaded Meridell Village. Now in Meridell Village, when it's unloaded, there is a trigger left in by the developers as an alternate means of getting into Meridell Castle for a late game event that never got put into the game. But the trigger is still active and usable, so we are going to abuse that right now. So what we're going to do is, as I walk towards this castle spire, you're going to see dark skies, and once it goes away, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. Turn to the right. I'm essentially taking a big lap around a loading trigger to spawn in Meridell Village. And so what I'm looking for is there's a bunch of castle spires up in front of me. Once the bottom of the third one goes over the top of the screen, I'm going to turn to the right, use another visual cue, and then that'll disappear 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. See the mist? I'm going to just wait. You're going to see a loading screen. Now, I can't see right now, but if I decloak, I am now in the castle courtyard.
What?
Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous.
All right. So now
Awesome.
we're getting into even more shenanigans. So this is the bed you're assigned to as a squire. But I'm going to use it to ledge fly. And now, for whatever reason, in Meridell Castle, y=0 is way above the ground floor.
Well,
So we can activate the end level cutscene trigger by just running into that from above. And that skips a bunch of walking around. All right, so now we're going to do a really cool strat called collapse skip. I like to call it Turkish fly because we're going to essentially do a ledge fly off an ottoman. If you get the joke, you get it. But this one is actually probably the most difficult ledge fly in the whole run. So yeah, and that's why there's this text box, and then these friends are harassing me the whole time. And if I get shot by their energy blasts, it will instantly decloak me. That should be good enough. Okay, that's like third or fourth try.
Ooh.
Not bad. So if you're too far to the left, you'll actually bonk into that desk that's over to the left. If you're too far to the right, you won't clip through the wall. Very, very precise fly.
I love that.
Can they hit you while you're doing ledge flying? Right?
Yes, and it will cancel the ledge fly. You're gonna see a couple of ledge flies later in the run where there are enemies that will snipe you mid ledge fly, and it is very, very annoying if you don't get it first try. But hey, now we're in Act 2. We did it. So unfortunately, this is kind of like the slow part of the run because we're in Act 2 as a new character. This is Roberta, and I don't know what kind of Neopet she is, but I don't think it's really important. The cool thing though is she can do flips, and that's awesome.
Does that play into the run at all, or is it just fun to, when you're running around?
Oh, yeah, no, it loses frames, but it's really fun.
Oh, okay.
Well, she's an Akara.
Akara, that's it.
Yeah.
I always have to ask chat. So Act 2 is kind of weird because unfortunately we don't have access to the ledge flying tech for a little bit because in Act 3, the separate inventories of these two characters will join together and sort of combine, and then we'll have the ability to break the game again. But a lot of this act is like big movement optimization. Luckily enough, in terms of lore, so we have Potato Sack Tor, but Roberta is the niece of the King of Brightvale, and she wants to be a sorceress. But because she is the niece of the crowned King of Brightvale, she starts off with a bit of a deeper pocket than Tor does. And so we start off with 1,000 Neo points right off the bat. And so luckily for us, there's actually a stand that sells potions of Mirka Speed. So we're gonna get a couple of those, which is gonna be really nice because otherwise this act would be really, really slow. So this woman's gonna talk about asking. She's gonna ask us to get her cat out of a tree, but that's slow, so we're not gonna bother.
Cat
Good.
deserves it for trying to climb up the tree anyway.
Yeah, stupid cat.
Yeah, so in this game it's actually kind of interesting because both characters play differently. Roberta uses a magic wand to deal ranged attacks to enemies. And so the way she plays is a bit different than Tor, but you're not going to see too much of that because Tor is just infinitely superior to Roberta in almost all aspects. We are required to have Roberta as part of beating the game. I'm going to grab a light mote here for that puzzle like I mentioned earlier. For some reason, Roberta left her training wand at home. So while we've been talking, I've been grabbing a couple of spare parts that we're going to use to make a makeshift wand that is going to allow us to kill basically a demon at the end of the game. But, all right, really swag text jump right here. Got it. That's a very small frame window to hit.
Nice.
So. Yay, I'm cool.
I think you're cool
so
for
a lot
running
of text
this.
Here. All right, so now Saradar here is going to teach us how to use a wand. So we have to shoot at this book once, and then we're supposed to learn how to use a charge attack, but if you just barely start the animation, it counts. And then we're gonna do some rapid fire bursts, and then equip a fire mode onto our wand. So this book is notorious for dodging your wand attacks, but he decided to cooperate a little bit. Free armor upgrade for something reason. I really don't know why. But we got some nice new kicks, so that's pretty cool.
I have a question for you.
Go for
Why
it.
did you pick this run up specifically? Why did you look at Neopets and say, this is my game to run?
Well, here's the problem. I grew up with this game. And,
wait,
you know, as I tend to do, for me at least, what I find, like, I like picking up runs that are underrepresented in the greater speedrunning community.
Okay.
And I grew up with a lot of really weird and obscure games that ended up being really sick. Like, for example, I grew up with SpongeBob Out for Bikini Bottom, the SpongeBob movie game, Stuart Little 2 on the PlayStation 1, but that game was kind of a... I might actually submit that to this at some point if you're willing to take repeat runners. Not nearly as good as this game.
100% okay taking repeat runners. Like, everybody who's on is welcome back. Unless I ban you.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that might get
don't
gone.
swear and don't be offensive, and you'll probably come back.
Yeah. Even if you make us bored, I'll let you back.
One of these days I'll strike gold. But yeah, I saw. You see, sometimes I'll see a run that is really cool, but only one or two people run it, and I feel like it either needs more runners or it needs more time in the spotlight. So I'll do things like learn the run and then like pick it up for like marathons, or I'll be like, wow, this is actually a really sick run. I want to grind this. And so that's what kind of happened to me with this game. And you know, especially the people in these obscure communities, not even for bad games, but just like in general, but like obscure games, people are just so much more laid back about it. There's so much less drama, less personality and ego conflict going on.
Oh
you really
my
just get to
gosh,
know
yeah.
people.
You know, I
Like-
don't think I've ever really been big in a community, at least when there's been drama going around. I prefer myself being away from the drama llama.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's because that llama is in prison jail.
Stupid llama. Oh,
All right.
you didn't
Little bit
die.
of actual speed tech here. If you alternate, when you're pushing objects, if you alternate between up and right or up and left, normally at the end of your pushing animation, you'll slow down for a little bit, but if you grunt aggressively, you can push the thing faster.
I love it.
So by wiggling your booty, you go faster.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
And it's even funnier on some of these bigger things. What we're doing now in terms of gameplay is we're creating a distraction for the Darkest Faerie so that we can go save someone that's basically tied up in Fairyland's torture chamber. I have strong words, but I'm not going to use them. But yeah, you can put it through that barrier.
Oh my gosh, that was so fast. It just...
Look, I'm not gonna lie. As an engineer, the fact that those gears don't mesh up properly offends me.
And their lighting's terrible too. It's great.
I was looking at the butt. I wasn't looking at the gears.
Well, no comment. Anyway, at the top and bottom of all these stairs, there's these little mini auto hop ledges. You'll see this like in other areas of the game that we kind of skip, where there's just parts of the terrain that will just make you do a little mini hop. And that's really slow.
Oh no.
Hairball, excuse me. We're good now. So we created a distraction, so we're gonna go break our friend out of jail.
Yes.
Oh, I missed a cutscene trigger. That happens sometimes. Very small cutscene.
And you have
so
to
we
get
break
it.
our friend out of jail. She gives us a amulet that is supposed to save us from the effects of the Darkest Faerie's control over people. Tor got one too, in a cutscene that we didn't watch because we skipped it. Don't worry about it. The whole plot of this game is these two heroes get MacGuffins that allow them to beat the Darkest Faerie. This game is actually canonically consistent with the greater Neopets universe. If you're familiar with the game, this is how they introduced the world of Altador to Neopets. So that will make sense to exactly one person in the VOD, but just trust me that I know slightly what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry, that's like the best sentence I've heard all day. This is canon this is accurate according to the Neopets universe.
You know what's even funnier? When you buy this game, and in a lot of complete in-box copies, you get a free promo card for the Neopets trading card game of Roberta. It's pretty fire.
Multiple people in chat know that quest.
Now, here's something interesting. This endless staircase has a puzzle where you're supposed to follow which hand is pointing in each of these statues. But as soon as you hit a certain threshold, you'll see not her ears, but these weird tendril things sort of pop up. That's the trigger in the endless staircase that says you've advanced another portion of the puzzle. So you can actually use that to skip some of that puzzle. So it's a neat little movement thing. And now we are done with Act 2. So neat little side flip into the end of Act 2. And we are going to move on here into Act 3, which is going to be even more fun.
Ooh.
Heroes United. All right. So this is probably, I think this might actually be the hardest ledge fly in the game right here, because these two jerks are shooting at you the whole time, and it's a very tight angle that you have to hit. That should work. Woo! First try, let's go. Oh, that is so hard to hit. I also got super lucky and I hit a bit of collision. Depending on your distance from the ledge, the angle that you'll start flying at also changes. So normally you try to get a setup for a downward angle ledge fly so you can hit the floor. But I got kind of a weird setup, but I got bailed out by the fact that I hit some vines from out of bounds, so that made that a little faster. Here's the other mega jump in the run. We're just, oh, too low. All right, let's try this one again. This one's too cool not to show off. Come on. You can do it, Tor. That's the... Hold on a second. That's going to mess me up. Heck. All right. You have to be in a very specific menu to take off the cloak, too. It's very, very, very bad. There we go. So you can just go through these trees. It's no big deal. And now we get another speed potion. That wall doesn't exist. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't exist here. Don't worry about it. And so we're back out of bounds again. So the funny thing is that both Acts 1 and Act 3 end in Meridel, essentially. So if you like the wrong warp from the beginning, you're going to get to see it again, but from a different angle. So ooh. I'm running around a whole bunch of different loading planes here to not hit a river. If I hit a river, that loads me back in bounds. And that'd be a little bit slower than the setup I'm currently doing. This was actually found not too long ago. I think this method saves about 15 seconds. But the old method had this really inconsistent ledge flight across a bridge, and it was bad, and I hated it. So I hit this plane. That loads in a portion of Meridel Plains that allows me to load in Shadow Glen. So this will look very familiar to you from earlier. So warp up here. You have to be very careful because if you walk too far forward, you will walk through that wall. And that is extremely bad. All right, so while we're here, this movement is the exact same as before. However, I want to show off something hilarious and also awful. So if you're under the effects of a potion that you've already used, and you try to use it again, it'll make this sound, right? So now, because the developers don't know how to sound mix, here's what happens if you mash triangle.
Oh, I love it!
It's so bad, but it's so beautiful at the same time. I don't know. I thought that was gonna be a lot louder, but
Nah, it was
good job on the mixing end, Brossentia.
Hey, I'm trying.
Yeah, you know, I was worried about getting gonged, but in order to, it's a power move to gong the people who could gong me, you know? That's how I see it. 1,000,
Wow.
2, 1,000,
Wow.
3, 1,000, stop. And then we got the wrong warp.
Ooh.
So the
okay.
wrong warp is the same. But now that we're in Act 3, yeah, sometimes you get stuck in things out in the courtyard. It's a little bit, you have to finagle it a little bit. Because we're in Act 3, though, we have to do a couple of different things. So I have 2 potions here. How do I reckon I use this? Interesting.
Normally have more?
I have 1 more Mirka speed potion than I normally do when I practice. Anyway, what we're gonna do right here is I'm gonna grab this ledge, so I set up for a downward angle ledge fly. If you get a straight angle, you crash the game. Essentially,
Wait,
okay,
oh
so
no.
yeah, we're up here, and here's the next boss fight, but they're stuck here. So this is the boss at the end of Act 3. But if you enter their room without triggering their cutscene, they just break. And what that allows you to do is you can just wail on them. So, like I mentioned at the beginning of the run, we have like the worst equipment in the game. And this boss fight, speedrunning and casualty-wise, is very, very hard. So this is like the most, it's faster than actually just fighting them fair and square. You can also do this, so I can chain combo attacks between these 2. And so this will put them down to around about 1 HP. Now, it won't kill them yet. We still have to trigger their cutscene in order to actually finish them off and sort of trigger the end. I didn't want to do that.
You're basically killing them before the cutscene starts, huh?
Yeah, you're killing them before the fight even starts. Now, there's a slight problem. The door has closed behind on us, and we're basically soft-locked. What I'm gonna do here is what's called a displacement angle ledge fly. I missed it. This one's a little tricky. Essentially, I'm doing, when you do a ledge fly, you're basically holding back on the analog stick. But if you change directions last minute, you can have it send you in a totally different direction, which makes that ledge fly I just did right there loads easier. Now, in order to trigger the boss fight, we have to do this really tricky mob fight. So I'm gonna equip my water moat because these 3 guys right here are weak to water. Because they're red, you know, kind of obvious. So these guys are really good at ruining your
that's
existence.
how it works. You know, when I blush, do
Hold on a
not
second.
throw water
Oh crap!
on me.
I popped a Mirka speed potion.
no.
This is gonna get interesting. Okay. I am going to change modes in the pause menu so I don't die. So I'm changing to supernova mode because every mode has every element has 2 forms. There's like the base form and like the super powered form. This supernova mode is like the most powerful mode in the game. Okay, I need to swap to regular Nova. I think I'm just gonna finish the fight with regular Nova.
So the supernova ones, like, I noticed they seem to be used faster.
Higher level, the better quality the moat, the faster it gets used up per hit. In some cases, depending on the attack, it can also affect the rate of usage. So, for example, I'll use a jump attack right there, and that'll only use 1. If I plan on using another moat later, I'll also pre-select it on the moat quick select menu with the D-pad, so that way I have it ready for when I need it. The hit registration on these enemies right here is notoriously terrible. You're gonna see a lot of my attacks whiff here and almost die. Oh, that could have been extremely bad. Again, we have the... Okay. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
Bring him back
I
to
have
life.
when your character dies, you switch to the other one and you can't revive them. I am just going to load a backup save.
That's fair.
I have yeah. So we're gonna have to do the thing over again, but that's okay. Not a huge deal. That's why I have a couple of this run can be really volatile. Also, weird visual bug. Apparently, I have Supernova equipped, but it's showing the air mode. I don't know why. That is a crash. All right, so we're gonna have to reload the whole console.
Oh no!
So that's what I was. So if the ledge you're trying to ledge fly from unloads, it crashes the game. So luckily, I still have that safe. Every time you ledge fly, it has a chance of doing some really funky things to your gravity.
Okay.
So I have to be a little careful there. That was super unlucky. Usually those gunner enemies don't give me that much trouble, but it's not the end of the world.
You know, welcome to a live stream, you know?
Oh, yeah. I set my estimate extremely high, so... for context, world record for this run is 49:29 by me. Even right now as it's ticking down, my best possible time is like still a 53. So we're doing plenty fine. The lead up to this run to this mess was super good.
Oh yeah, like, and not only that, but it's hilarious. Like, I'm really excited that I'm seeing this. You know, I've never played Neopets, and this is hilarious to me.
Well, to be fair,
this indeed is quite the video game. I will concur.
Running this game as it is, bro, I'm still pretty sure we have not seen Neopets.
Well, yeah, actually. Right. I mean, this is one of the famous Neopets, Tormund. Okay? Very important.
All right, we got the ledge fly, so that's good. Now, it's important to note that we have to, like, I never mentioned this earlier because there's just so much going on in this game that it's impossible to say everything. Normally, there's a crucial quest component where you're supposed to go find this very special magic wand to be able to break the magic spell of these Faerie sisters so you can damage them. However, the game just doesn't discriminate, and you can use any old wand to break that seal. So we just use a twig to break an incredibly powerful magic spell. Don't worry about it. That's not what I wanted to do, game. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, just everybody know, if you are loving this run, Jaxler is on Twitch at the name Jaxler1. You should go follow. Highly recommended following everybody who's streamed so far.
I agree. Oh, and I should also mention, if this run has struck your fancy and you're like, hey, maybe I want to learn this run, we have a full any % tutorial on YouTube that covers everything you're seeing me do here. So if this looks fun or you want to give it a try, this game are really cheap to pick up, and it is easier than ever to get into this game. So it can be a little tough as a first run, but I recommend it. It is so much fun. Just make sure you play it casually first so you can at least reassure yourself that this isn't a terrible game. Like, there's so many cool things this game does that, like, we don't show off. Obviously, it's because it's a speed run. Oh, this game has, like, extra health restoratives, too, because it's a backup save. Dang, I really prepared for everything, huh?
Ooh.
I'm such a good marathon runner.
You know what?
I totally prepared.
Honestly, there's so many times when during marathon something happens and they're like, well, I can't finish the run anymore, so always good. Be prepared.
Oh, that happened to me once during probably one of my favorite speed games, Chibi Robo for the GameCube. I made a crucial routing flaw that basically screwed me over, and I had to... But even then, like, people still enjoyed it, so, like, that's what I try to tell people is, like, you can, like, make every mistake and people will still enjoy it. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like, this run's a train wreck now, but it's funny. You know, that's what Dan and I would talk... Oh, gosh.
I love that you can see the inside of the enemy skin there. It was a little scary.
Oh, and there's
looking.
a lot of lag going on right now. So each element has like a specific debuff or buff associated with it. The dark aligned enemies reduce maximum damage, so these guys are taking forever to die, which stinks. So I'm gonna have to equip my light mode. These guys are dark aligned, so it's not like a rock, paper, scissors type chart. It's sort of like a dual thing where... Oh gosh, he chucked me. Okay, we're dead. So this fight's super slow because I don't have a lot of the stuff I normally have.
Not as much rock, paper, scissors as it is Pokemon types.
Yeah, it's not rock, paper, scissors. It's elements are paired together and they sort of are weak and resist one another in kind of a weird... So if it's an earth element, it'll be weak to wind. If it's a wind element, it'll be weak to earth.
Okay, gotcha.
And elements resist themselves. So that's also something to keep in mind. So now you're going to see a cutscene play from the boss fight that isn't supposed to activate yet. Don't worry, the game's just having a moment. So now the door's going to open. We're just going to chill here for a second. And we're going to do this next part as Roberta because Roberta gives us the best chance of staying alive during this ensuing mess that's going to come up here. Once the actual AI of these enemies actually triggers, they're going to be very, very dangerous to handle. But because we lowered their health to basically 1, they're all going to go down super fast. So there goes 1. See how much health they did?
Ooh,
there goes
yeah.
2. Very, very dangerous. Before this, the Manip was discovered, we used to do this fight as Tor with jump attacks, and it was very, very hard to do fast. So doing that allows us to warp back to Fairyland, which is really cool. So I don't know how much extra money this save file has, but normally if you get a bunch of extra money drops, you can buy an extra potion of Mirka speed here, which is probably overkill at this point. Let's see if I have enough. Nope, not enough. Unfortunate.
That's fine.
Something you'll also see me do with the movement that's kind of weird. Like I said, I'm holding down L2 a lot in order to avoid auto-hopping on weird bits of collision throughout the game. What makes that hard, though, is when you try to turn, you'll enter a sidestep animation. So in order to prevent that and run at full speed, I enter what's called ESS position. And yes, that is another riff on Zelda speedrunning tech. But essentially, what I'm doing, also this is the same endless staircase strat you saw me do earlier, except at hyperspeed because I have a fast potion.
Oh yeah.
But what I'm doing is I'm holding a up, left, or upright angle, L2, and then I'm maneuvering the character by turning the camera. So a lot of this movement you see me do right here where the camera kind of tilts a little bit before moving, that's me steering the character with the camera. So it leads to some really hard movement that's like kind of hard to describe, but it makes running this actually more technical than it looks.
I understand. A lot of games, especially in the early 3D era, were easier to control by moving the camera rather than changing direction with the joystick.
Oh, yeah.
Because, Xena is one of those. I mean, yeah. Good old Xena.
So, I have to hit this button here to get a portal working. This is sort of the sequence to trigger the start of Act 4. And we've got a button switching puzzle. The answer is left, right. Wait, that's not the answer. Oh, crap. I forget the answer. Should be this. Oh, crap. This is bad. Danger. Okay. I hit one wrong button and now I kind of am screwed and I don't remember quite the puzzle, so this will take a There we go! I got lucky and the right button worked. Terrible puzzle.
No,
we're out of Act 3.
I just
Finally.
love it. Like, simply put, you always got to practice every part, and even if you do, you're going to forget something stupid.
Oh, yeah.
That's speedrunning for you.
All right, so we're going to swap back to Tor. You won't see Roberta until the final boss, so say bye to Roberta.
Yeah,
I'm going to equip the light mode, and then the hot key over the fire mode for later. So I'm doing a sword slash, because similar to Zelda games, if you swing your sword, it'll put you right by the... is that enough? Wow, that actually clipped me through. Amazing. Wait, I clicked in the wrong place. This might be bad. We're going to see.
Oh, no.
I was supposed to clip on the other side of the room. But I should be able to get over there, in theory. Let's see what happens here.
Okay.
I've had this happen to me before, so we're not treading untreaded territory here. It's very easy to get disoriented in the first area of Act 4. Normally, Act 4 is an incredibly long portion of the game, but it turns out that the elevator to the end sequence of Act 4 is right here. So we just skipped basically saving all of Altador, which is like the whole reason this game even exists. And
They can save themselves.
Yeah, they're losers.
Yeah.
That's why they need save. They're losers.
yeah, exactly. So
We'll take care of this. They'll take care of themselves. We'll get to the end and we'll find out everybody's fine anyway.
yeah. So we got one more thing coming up here, and this is trial skip. So our last riff on Zelda speedrunning is trial skip. Now if I die here, it's a game over. So wish me luck. All right, we got it. So I do a very tricky ledge fly onto the edge of this tunnel, and then I jump off and then back under, and then we have skipped all of the trials. So now we have become a true hero.
Yay!
And now this last puzzle requires to strike each of these plates with a certain element. And so what I'm actually doing here, hold on, is I'm using R2, which allows me to do a special attack specific to each mode, while I have quick select open. So that allows me to swap between the different modes super fast. One more here, and then I'm gonna put Supernova on my sword and my shield for the final boss here. And we're basically already at the final boss now. It's been quite the rush. This run is by far the worst run I've completed in a long time, but from the reactions that I've gotten, I assume that it's been a good ride, so...
I'm not
It's
sure
been
I
a lot of fun to
mind.
watch.
This is being fun.
Oh yeah, we're still on pace to be underestimate by like a minute, so...
Sweet. Oh, you know, well, I don't know. Go on.
Yeah.
Do the fight.
So welcome
Fight
to the
Ganon.
most epic boss fight in all of gaming history. It's the Darkest Faerie. She has a set amount of health she had, like 1, 2, so she just lost 2 health. Your upgrades don't matter against her. It's just a set amount of damage every time. Why? I don't know, but all I have to do is reflect this 3 times, 1 more hit, and then the game auto switches me to Roberta, and then she'll float in the air. And then I just shoot her down like this with a twig, and that's the final boss.
Really?
That's it. It's really sad too, because like this game like obviously didn't get finished. There's actually some like hidden levels, like some of which are just left in code and can be accessed with hacking. But there's like actual full levels that are in the game, like in parts of the game that if you go out of bounds, you can actually access. Like it's super cool. But we're coming up on the end of the run here. After this cutscene, there will be another sort of fade out. The timing for the run ends as soon as I hit that fade out. So time will be coming up soon.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our journey through Neopets is coming to an end in 3, 2, 1, now. GG.
Oh, everybody, this has been an adventure. Seriously, that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
enjoyed it.
and it's sad too because I wish I could have shown off some of these FMV cutscenes, but at least we'll get to see this one. It's so Uncanny Valley. It's beautiful.
The darkest fairy, if I may.
Yeah, it's real creepy.
Became
Not-
a her.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
She's been placed somewhere we can.
PS2 graphics at its finest, but
Or it's Neopets. I don't know. Could be either.
It's hard to say. Oh my gosh. Yay, the ugly creatures are here to celebrate.
and that's it. The game
That's
just
it?
ends. Yep, that's it. That's the final cutscene.
That's so dumb. I'm offended. I am so
I was kind of hoping for something more fantastic than that, and it's not, and that's kind of wonderful. They're
Yeah.
kind of fitting.
Well, this is like
Yeah.
an epic story like that I imagine for a blind playthrough is going to take hours and hours, and then you have, what, a 30-second cutscene for the ending?
Oh yeah, I never really mentioned this, but the series of skips I did at the end of Act 4, those save 2 to 3 hours. I'm not even kidding.
Are you
Like,
serious?
No, I am not joking. and the funniest part about all of this is there's like a miscellaneous category called No Cloak, where you do most of the stuff I just showed you without the cloak. It's like a run full of those water walks that you saw at the start of the run, and it's so sus.
This has been
But-
amazing.
I am so glad you all enjoyed. That was all I was hoping for.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah.
you did your job. You definitely, yeah, we
Hey!
weren't anywhere close
were
to
not
being
bored.
bored. Yeah, and
Sweet.
frankly, like, I think that people should submit this run somewhere. It would be cool.
I mean, I
if
submitted
it
it
got
to
accepted.
TenMicu.
Okay,
Cross
fingers
your
crossed.
fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been submitting it for the past couple of GDQs. They don't know what they're missing.
Well,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I
now they will.
understand what you're meaning. What you're meaning? What you're meaning?
What you're missing.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
It's really late. You've been up way too long, Brossentia.
I know,
I'm sorry.
like, I woke up
But
this
thank you
morning.
for throwing me in.
I'm
I'm
really
glad it was worth the hour.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had a complete blast. Everybody, go follow Jaxler, and thank you to all the runners. The names that are listed here are their Twitch channels. Thank you, Fyzzu, for You know, how did we start out with, like, probably the most boring game of the night? And yet it was amazing.
Weird games.
I'm sorry, everything was good. Yeah, we had some amazing speed runs. We also had some very fascinating showcases. It's just been all over the place, but everything was exciting. Fyzzu, I just gotta make fun of Fyzzu a little bit. No, seriously, I really enjoyed everything. If you do want to support this show happening, you are always welcome to submit a run and come join us. I also hope that you go and follow the individual runners and everybody involved. If you wish to support financially, dropping a sub, dropping some bits, or gifting a sub is completely fine, but not everybody can, and that's fine. Just share the love of video games, okay?
Absolutely.
We will be back next week with who? I don't know. We need more people to submit because we've only...
on Sunday.
Yeah, by Sunday. Sunday, we let people know that they're going to be playing. So over the next few days, send in a crappy video. It doesn't even need to be awesome. It can be something. Yeah. Any last thoughts?
This can get in, you know. Oh,
Yeah.
Was that directed at me? Okay. Thank you, everybody. Honestly, I don't get the opportunity to show this run off very much, and it has changed a lot very recently, so a lot of people haven't gotten to see the new route, so thank you all. And I guess as a last closing note, I mentioned this a bit earlier, but if you saw this run and you're like, hey, that looks really fun, like I said, there's a full any percent tutorial. Monster, the guy I mentioned throughout the run, actually created practice tools for this game that you can use if you have a free McBoot card. So you can like load any level you want. There's a frame rate counter. It's super sick. And we also have a community to Discord too. You can find all of that on the SRCom page, or just send me a message. I'd be happy to help you out. Brossentia, thank you so much for having me.
I'm really glad you did this. Now, let's... Corndan, anything else before we take off?
Thank you, everybody who submitted. Thank you for people who've talked about already wanting to submit. Thank you for the 200 people who are still here watching this with us. It was a blast.
That's a lot for like...
That's a lot of people watching Neopets.
Yeah, for like a Tuesday night for the first time we've ever done this, it's great.
If you've never run at a marathon, this is a good way to get out a good run or a crappy run, whatever. You know, only 200 people, still a little bit of stress, but not as much as a big marathon. So seriously, join, send something, send whatever. Don't make me bored.
It's so much fun.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and raid Macaw. He is currently streaming some run and gun. I don't know what this is. Do we have a good raid message? What?
IQ equals 0?
Oh, IQ equals 0. Oh, that would be rude, but he would dig that. Okay. So here we go. IQ equals 0. Go tell Macaw that. Oh, he'll be so offended that I told all of you to say that. I hope to be back tomorrow with my own personal stream if you want to come by. But honestly, go have a good night, and I'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye.